lights that shine in darkness aren't always visible under the sun. Beware the tales told by the fire's keepers. Those who control the light often hide in their own shadows.
Hey, close the door, close the door, close the door.
I just want this in.
I know y'all heard about that asshole up in Chicago, but you heard about these bad witches down here?
Alright, I think
We
have
are
audio.
live.
Oh my god!
I think we got it.
Hi,
We're
everybody.
live. It looks like we got audio coming in.
Excellent.
So, yeah.
Howdy. Welcome to my table. This is Tears of Kairos, and I have a table full of DMs under my command. So, I'm Neysa Does Cosplay, and here we go. Let's just do the introductions and get going.
Well, hi there. My name is Spencer, Ninja Spencer, and I will be playing Zhonya Embersong, the Time Wizard Fire Genasi.
My name is Jed Harris, aka that insurance guy, and I'll be playing Arten Dawnwatcher, the Leonin fighter.
I am Nate. I'm going to be playing the Lizard Man Barbarian Tal'gor.
I'm Hewitt or Miro. I will be playing Fil'verl Ettin, the astral elf genie warlock.
I forgot how much I loved the accent. Okay.
I didn't.
So, quick recap. I know it's been a while, but the original 2 sessions of this storyline, you guys had taken a job working as bodyguards and investigators, working to get a supplies caravan west through Mina's Marshes, which is essentially a big-ass swamp, all the way to Stonecar Pass, which is a ridgetop, like, crossroads town on the east side of this island continent country of Zray. You all had successfully pushed through the swamp, a couple of overnight stays on the boardwalk, and you had dealt with some shadows, and maybe ghosts, successfully preventing them from doing any damage to the caravaneers or the goods in the caravan. Y'all found a few treasures along the way, and including what appears to be a teleporting dog that has somehow taken up with Zhonya. And you made it out of the marsh, made it to the edge of Stonecar Pass, checked in with the town guard, who gave you your pay. There was a question of silver wire, which you were told you needed to hit the Apothecary for. You needed to go see Hamza at the Apothecary. And you've been told that you've been put up for the night in the Talon's Tavern Inn as like the final component of your pay. We left off with you guys basically walking into town. So to set up, this is not entirely to scale, but these are the major components here. You guys come into town here on the west side. This is essentially like the military ground. There's barracks and guardhouses and things right here. This is where the caravan basically headed off to. This is the essentially market grounds. And it's just big open space with a lot of booths and stalls. You've been directed to go into town and turn south to the Talon's Tavern Inn, which is here. The Apothecary is going to be on the far east side of town, and there is another large building here that is easily visible from the Crossroads, even though it's quite a ways up. There are houses and stuff kind of lining the center of town, a few scattered stores and things like that. But that is pretty much the town itself. I have a smaller mappa if anybody wants it. But other than that, it is early afternoon. It didn't take y'all the entire day to get there. And what are we up to?
Going to the Apothecary to find the Civil War because I'm already about this deep in the shit at the moment.
Indeed.
Somebody found out there was a god that was not supposed to be in a rock.
I guess that Zhonya will basically I am going to ask that the DM that I would like to use my Sage feature where it says that you frequently know where to find information concerning lore. So is it like anything around this town that has that?
There's a temple.
I will be going to the temple.
The temple is basically farther up the road, almost into the mountains proper from the Apothecary.
Oh, well, it's that far. Mm-hmm. So I'm probably would just
it's like 15-minute walk outside town.
Okay.
That
then
road
that's fine.
basically starts sidewinding as soon as you get past the Apothecary.
Okay, then I would just go there.
Did you announce that you were going to the temple, or you just...
I am about to. Probably, yeah. I would announce it.
Okay. Because I'm going to tag along with you.
Okay.
If that's cool. Cool.
That is fine, Arten.
I'm just going to keep tagging along, too.
Okay.
All right.
So essentially, everybody's going to be heading at least toward or past the Apothecary, yes?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, if you would please, everybody roll me a perception as you're kind of coming into the main part of town.
Oh,
good God almighty.
big dice evil. Big dice
Nah,
evil.
that's a 7 for me, boss.
I got a 21.
Nice. All right.
I got an 11.
Okay.
I rolled a 3 and my bonus is a +2. So I got a 1.
You mean a minus?
You mean a -2?
No, I'm saying I rolled a 1 and then my modifier is 2, so that's why I had a 3.
Okay.
I rolled a 1.
You said that backwards.
Yeah.
My bad.
It's okay.
all
It's
good.
okay.
You can be wrong once.
So
Just once.
Just the once. Also, before we get any further, I totally forgot to say it before we actually got into gameplay, but at my table, I give 1 inspiration a night, and you can bank them. They will stack through the entire campaign if you so choose. So
Starting now.
you get 1 starting now, and then you can either use them, bank them, etc.
Noted.
All right.
So
But
you said they
Remind
bank.
me on inspiration. It's been a while.
So DM inspiration gives you a full reroll of anything, your choice.
Okay, just a free. It's like a mulligan.
It's a free mulligan. Unlike Bardic Inspiration, where you just get boosts. Okay, so as you guys are coming into town, you 3 are set on your tasks. You've left the swamp behind. You're ready. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
You're paying a little more attention
Distracted.
to the surroundings, as Cat will do, and you do notice that there are quite a few. They're scattered along this main road, but there's a good handful of the houses have boarded up windows. Look either abandoned or otherwise damaged.
Okay.
There's not a lot of people out and about, even though this is a middle of the day situation. as you're kind of passing the main crossroads, and you do see this larger, it's essentially a large manor house on the north side of town. You do notice a little bit more activity up that way, but it seems like activity is either concentrated there or the barracks. Like, that is the majority of the activity right now. And beyond that, the town is oddly quiet.
What is the matter?
It just seems a little quiet here. It's the middle of the day. It's like, aside from that big house in the barracks, there's nothing going on. There's no one out. Even these windows are boarded up.
That's strange. I mean, we just literally just made it here. I thought that we may have a welcoming party or something.
All we did was guard some stuff. But yeah, we're the first one to get through that march in a while. But
Is there anyone walking around?
like, I wouldn't welcome.
Mostly up this way.
I wasn't expecting
that
a
way.
welcoming
Just
party.
the people we came with?
But something.
Yeah, the caravan's already turned.
Where's the
and
market?
made it up
Where's-
to the...
Okay, so there's no, I mean like townspeople
Anything.
walking around.
I mean, then that I
Not
guess
really.
then that
Okay.
the research can wait if that this can take precedence.
I'm just gonna walk to the nearest building and just knock on the window.
Okay.
What is he doing?
Tal'gor,
Is he going to ask them questions?
I think we need to go up there quickly.
Alright, you do hear some, like, shuffling and rustling inside, and somebody does come to the window and peeks out very, very cautiously.
A giant lizard man might not be the first best sight. As I push you away and pull her in front. We're like, we'll put the gentle looking one up front. Big strong cat man. Big strong lizard man. Not first sight.
I'm just gonna sign I'm not an idiot.
Oh really?
You gotta look at. It also might not be a good idea for me to be the one to go up there with these eyes just looking at someone like this.
If that y'all say so.
Yes.
The person who has been peeking out of the window as you guys are shuffling around, figuring things out, does go open the door. It's a human. Appears to be rather gaunt, like they haven't had a lot of sleep lately. But the gentleman basically kind of says, "Can I help you?"
Why yes, that we had just made it back in from that the caravan, far from just that the caravan travels. That my name is Zhonya, and then that these are my companions, and then that we have been noticing that the houses and stuff are boarded up. Anything going on?
You made it with the caravan?
Yes, sir, we did.
We went through the marsh.
Yeah, and survived.
Good on you. Yeah, there's been a lot going on lately.
Oh, like what?
Shadows in the night.
Shadows in the night?
Ghosts.
Yeah, we already
Ghosts.
wrecked those things.
No.
I think that there is
We're in the
more.
marsh.
There's more than 3?
I'm sorry.
Ah,
Yes.
Christ, there's more than 3.
By the gods.
The town's been rather. The houses that are boarded up, the families were killed.
Oh, I am deeply sorry for your losses. Do you have a name?
Yeah, I'm Brad.
Brad?
Making me come up with names on the fly.
Big balls on bread.
Well, then that, and then as she just kind of looks back at y'all and just like, I mean that that we have dealt with them before once. Maybe that we can do it again.
You'll want to be off the street before dark. Let the guard handle it. I mean, you guys have already done enough just getting supplies here.
I'm just gonna flex my muscles and mimic stabbing my shadow.
He says the guard hasn't been handling it and he wants to do it himself.
Far be it from me to tell a warrior what to do, but I've got stew on the stove, so.
Ooh.
He does have stew on the stove.
Oh, okay.
We should go.
Yes,
Thank
then
you,
we should
Brad.
go. Thank you,
Safe
Brad.
travels.
Thank you, and then you can tell Miss.
close
no,
the
no.
door.
Mrs. Brad.
No, I was about to make an Angelina Jolie reference, but nope.
Nope. Okay. You know, your thought to go to the temple might still be a good idea.
Yes,
It
but
might have some kind of insight on what this is.
yeah, that's a rather peculiar question. But if people do need help, we need to try to help them as well. But okay, did we take a long rest, DM?
No, not
Okay.
since you. I mean, you would have had a short rest. But nothing.
I did because I went inside the
You
lantern.
did. You had a
You don't
question.
Well, who's the temple to? Like, what god, or is it just general temple?
It's a temple.
God.
Y'all haven't been
We
there
haven't
yet.
been
So
We just go with a temple.
yes.
Yes.
As
That,
people.
so I guess that we can handle your business at the
Mistake
apothecary,
incense
go to the
coming out.
temple, and then if we make it out in the middle of the night, I guess that we are just fighting these shadow apparitions.
Well, it shouldn't take us too long to get some silver wire and read a book, right?
She just holds out this thick book at you. Just,
Maybe.
I
Right,
am
that-
just now
That
here.
right there is actually a pretty thick book. So, anyway, I'm gonna pop in. I'll catch up if you want to keep on rocking, or you can come in too.
I can
Whatever.
come in. I can come in.
What did he say?
He said that if that you wanted to come in, you can.
You're just fucking with him, right?
But oh yes, and then that Tal'gor, that if that you need anything, that we can get you some stuff.
Tiny shopping trip.
I am just gonna go in.
Okay.
I'm not going to the temple alone, so
How much were we paid, DM?
Oh God.
money.
Whoever got the notes from your initial contract.
25 gold.
There you go.
Okay. Did we already got handed that? Did we factor
Yes,
it
the
Mhm.
the guard.
in? We already added it last game. Okay.
Yes.
So I'll add it to my sheet. Did I get hurt last time?
No. We
No.
made sure not to abuse you.
I don't mind if I get like.
I don't think we
it's
had
fine.
combat last time. One
No,
of us
there
was
was
on,
No, that we
one of
didn't
us
have
went on
combat.
special adventure.
That you
No.
had went on an excellent adventure,
I went on a dumb adventure.
and then
I
we
did all
also had the
dumb
hand
things.
puppet Tal'gor.
We had Hand Puppet Tal'gor, Excellent Adventure, and then I did acrobatics to find a box. And
That makes sense.
that's pretty much it.
Okay.
It's pretty much it. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So, get my people here. All right. As you enter the apothecary, it is it's pretty normal. It's dark. It's a little bit musty with the smell of herbs and everything. There is a slight glow in the rafters over the far counter, but it's a little cobwebby up there. Can't quite make out what it is at a glance.
It's the security halfling that's taped in the corner.
there is a woman behind the counter. She is human, but she's not one of the Zraelan humans that you've come to notice with their cheekbone ridges and their heterochromia. She has very glinty beetle black eyes and black hair with white streaks, which is odd considering she only appears to be in her mid-30s. Her skin is extremely fair, and she appears to be tallying things in a book at the counter.
Not judging anything on hair, I literally have glowing green dreadlocks.
But as you kind of come into the building proper, she does kind of look up, doesn't seem to care one way or the other, and kind of goes back to her book.
Pardon me, ma'am. Do you actually have? I'm looking for something very specific. Just need to get in and get out. Civil wire.
Reaches under the counter without breaking eye contact and pulls out a spool.
How much?
5 silver a foot.
I have to do math now. Shit.
Math is hard.
Just tell her how much you want to buy.
Let's see. 5. It's how much a foot?
5 silver.
So every 2 feet's of gold.
Mm-hmm.
What civil wire do you use?
I'm going to be spooling a lot or twisting a lot of this. So he will buy 10 gold worth of silver wire.
20 feet.
Okay.
She'll start spooling it out for you.
What items do they have? Like, just out about?
So she's got all kinds of herby things. She has a few shelves of various potions. They're labeled with the ranks of healing potions. She does also have something that most of you have probably never seen before, which is labeled as a mana potion. It is in similar size to the healing potions, and it shimmers a similar way, but instead of being red, it's blue.
That Zhonya is going to perk up and be like, "Why, this is so exquisite! Never have heard of such a marvelous elixir that you brew these yourself."
Yeah.
Oh, then how much for one? Would be?
What, the little ones?
Yes, the little one.
Are gonna be 150 gold.
I will have to come back at another time.
From around a corner.
Now, they require some very special ingredients,
No.
and I always am looking for people willing to, attempt a bit of barter.
Now, what kind of ingredients do they use?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, you folk came through the marsh with a caravan, did you not?
Very perceptive.
Yeah. You wouldn't happen to have encountered any mushrooms that sang?
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright, yeah. I'll pay for those. Now, if you can bring them to me live, I'll pay you 350 gold per living specimen.
Well, how do you pick them live?
That's for you to find out.
Do they have any ill effects if they die?
They'll just shriek your ears off.
Do you still pay if they die?
I pay 150 gold for
Yeah.
as long as they're intact, if they're dead. Not chopped up already, but like if they die on the way, it's fine. I still pay for them.
350 gold alive, 150
Can I try to identify the mushroom?
Sure.
What would I roll?
Nature.
Look,
Nature.
turn it to you real quick.
16.
I like money.
So
I
they
like
are
money too.
just
Somewhat.
shrieking mushrooms.
Do you like money?
They just
Alright,
kind of do
we
like a
going
little
shrooming?
bit of audio, like thunder.
We
damage.
can
I
go.
think we may
It's
go
not-
shrooming one
We
day.
may
Super
have to go shrooming.
Not super
'cause
dangerous, but
Alright.
annoying
Go
so
shrooming.
that most people won't deal with them.
Keep the stray deer from coming.
And mostly it's a matter of they're not very hardy,
Oh, okay.
and so being able to harvest them without damaging them, even just to get them up, is like they're
Because I
fragile
only got-
mushrooms.
I only got one use left of basically the, yeah. No. Then I should have gained it. No, I only got one use of that left. Okay.
You tell him.
Me too.
Oh, that there was a dog outside? Oh, wait.
No, not
Okay.
a dog.
Well, then, if you have a name, sorry about that. What is your name?
Hamza, what's yours, stranger?
My name is Zhonya Embersong.
Nice.
Well, then we will just let you go back to just your reading if that you're done here.
Do you have any potions besides just the mana healing?
Just
Um,
putting that in a big old pack.
roll me a d20 and we'll let the dice decide.
Probably not.
Nah, not so much.
So I'll buy just because that guy. I'm sure I'll get hurt. I'll buy, how much for a greater?
Greater is the second category, right?
Yeah.
Like it's 2d4
Mm-hmm.
or
44.
44.
Yeah.
She's actually got them a bit discounted, so like 75.
I'll take one. Mark that down.
I'm excited to go pick mushrooms. Let's do this shit.
Just a 6
I'll
foot
wait.
6.
Why?
I
Why?
want to
Why
convey to
is
them
this?
somehow about what
Side
they are.
quest.
You
It's
had
like
a
horse.
book.
Yeah.
I want to write it down and just be like, hey, I'm somewhat familiar with it. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm a barbarian dude.
Okay.
We used to make concoctions.
Okay.
That's a very nice way of saying get high.
Yes.
Yes, and then that one more thing. That do you know anything about these shadows that have been happening around?
Yeah, they're killing folk.
Yeah.
We keep hearing that.
Yeah, we keep hearing that, and then we basically have fought up against them on the way here.
The caravan you brought through the marsh is the first one that's made it through in about a month.
Wow.
You know where they came from?
What, the caravan?
No, the shadows.
Shadows. No, why would I know
Figured I'd ask. Why would-
that? If I knew where they came from, I could be doing something to stop them. A lot of people could.
I'm gonna buy a lantern too before we
I'll go.
go.
I'll go.
Wait, this shopkeeper is very passive aggressive. I guess we don't have any option. You can talk to people however you want.
I mean that. That we can only do what we can. I mean that if we are the first to only make it within the past month, that it is either them that they have came because we did see some capable people up at the first council hall. But other than that, if that we are the first ones to make it through, I guess that you can say that we are good at our job.
Well, the Lucarans, they're a bit stretched thin for whatever reason, so the caravans are kind of on their own, so it's good that Queen Jazir is trying to provide a little extra protection, because goodness knows we don't farm out here. The soil's much too stony for that, so we kind of rely on the supplies coming through, and they're not coming across the way to Seabrith because of the summer storms over the sea, so we rely on the overland, and it's just not working.
What was the name of the military?
The Lucarans.
Lucarans.
Lukerrin.
Okay. And then you had got your spool, Phil? That is a lot of spool.
Alright. Well, I say we go back to the inn, check in, and considering that the mushrooms that we passed this morning, when we got here midday, we should be able to wake up in the morning, go down there, get some mushrooms, come back before night.
Absolutely.
So let's go check in and not think about even going out tonight. Seems like a dumb thing.
Tell Lori I said hi.
Lori?
Mm-hmm.
We'll do that.
Will do. It was nice meeting you.
Very nice to meet you. Come back soon. As you guys leave the apothecary, where are you heading to?
This
Check
place.
into the inn first.
Yeah,
Passing up the temple, not gonna.
That we will check in and then probably go back up to the temple.
Okay. All right. So the town's Tavern Inn is a bit of the prop there doesn't quite do it justice. It's a conglomerate of.
They've had some additions.
Yeah, it's very annexed and weirdness. But it definitely has stables off the far southern end, and it's kind of on the it's set on the last bit of this ridge top before it starts sloping.
Okay.
And down the slope is essentially the community's livestock paddocks. There's a nice little pond in the middle and a bunch of sheep and goats out in the fenced area itself, kind of down the ridge. But the tavern itself, as you get closer, the doors are flung open on the front yard, and you can see there's quite a few people inside. But sound just doesn't seem to carry outside the walls of the tavern. Going in, it's your typical common room situation. Bar along one wall, tables and chairs, large hearth against the back wall, and there is one door that leads off the back. Seems to go down to the inn rooms and stuff. Behind the bar is where's my people? is another human. She is Zeraylin. She's got one really dark emerald eye and one eye that's more of a grassy spring green color. And her hair is strawberry blonde. And as you guys kind of come in, she's like, "Oh, how you doing?"
Wonderful. Doing well.
Name's Lori. Who might you all be?
Lori.
Yeah.
Hum says hi.
Ah, she's a sweetheart.
She seems it.
Oh, she gave you the stink eye, didn't she?
We asked too many questions.
Yeah, she doesn't quite like that.
Well, I'm Arten. And these are my companions who just came through the marsh.
Leave the dog outside.
Okay. And
Thanks.
then going to try to be like, I wrote it down, going to be like, so Rena, stay. That's a good girl.
Yeah, she takes a plop. Sits down. She's good.
We came through the marsh, escorted the caravan.
Oh, you were them for? Yeah. She pulls out a little ring of keys. She's like, I've got 2 rooms. That's all I've got. We've got quite a few people staying here. People don't feel safe in their own homes anymore. So
We'll make do.
yeah, but your rooms are going to be down the first hall on the right. Bathhouse is kind of way down the far end. It's kind of just kind of off the back side. Can't miss it. But dinner's at 6.
Dinner's at 6?
What time is it now?
It's about like 1, 2 o'clock.
Okay. Dinner's at 6.
Dinner's
Right,
at
so
6.
before we go, as a ritual, I can cast Speak with Animals.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to do that.
With who? With what?
Do I have to have the animal there, or I don't know? I don't know how the spell works.
Well,
I have it right here. You gain the ability to comprehend, verbally communicate with beasts for the duration. The knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, but at minimum, they can give you information about nearby locations and monsters, including whatever they can perceive or have perceived within the past day.
I think you just need to specify what it is. I think you have to specify a category of creature.
I
See, don't go.
just a point of order. You said verbally. Can you don't verbal much?
Okay. So it's not gonna work.
No, I'm just wondering how you do it.
I don't know. It's part of my.
No.
It's part of my totem. Like the fact that I'm a totem barbarian.
Yeah, no. I want you to be able to do it. I just want,
Yeah.
in character. I want to see how you do it.
Oh, beast is the category. Okay, never mind. It would be anything that's categorized as beast. But it does say verbally communicate.
Yeah, it does.
And so unless you can do any kind of grunt or anything like that, I don't think it's gonna fly.
Okay.
Like,
And if the animal's smart enough, it can read lips.
Maybe it's a crow.
maybe.
But he's a lizard folk. They don't have lips.
Now you just went and did it, didn't you?
That,
Yeah.
Well, we can keep going.
I mean, that, I guess then that we do have some time to go in and check out this temple that it seems like that it is a rather intriguing place. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then that also kind of like, basically like that, aside, then that maybe that Arten, that you can try to get some leads on your note or something, too.
Yeah.
On that note, because that note is creepy a little bit.
Alright, let's all go find religion.
Beautiful.
Sainted. It's rubbish.
Alright.
Pulling up my note and I'm reading it on the way. It's like 6 lines. I keep reading this daggum thing.
Anyway, church pays well for work, especially if you make something pretty.
I mean, and so also do that. So also to do to those singing fungi too, because then that they are a bunch of fun guys and gals.
Oh.
How deep did they say the mushrooms were? How deep were the mushrooms in the marsh?
They were surface, like they were little.
No, like
mushrooms.
will we have to go far out into it?
Oh no! It was
No.
a couple hours.
Like
in.
we woke up.
Yeah.
We woke up. We started traveling, and then mushrooms were there
And screaming.
and screaming.
Okay.
And then we got out of the marsh, and it was only midday by the time we got to the city. So like it's like less than half a day's travel to get to the mushrooms, and they weren't like way out in the way.
Okay, just
They were
along the.
yeah. I was like,
You won't.
get
you
ready.
won't
We can
have
fill
to.
up a bag in the morning. Good to go.
Y'all just want to wait till the morning to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember last time the night happened in the marsh?
I do.
I don't
Alright.
like it.
Tal'gor's like, let's split the party, guys.
I just was thinking if it wasn't that far away, because I
It's-
didn't know.
You wouldn't be able to go and come back
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
by
Yeah, that's
nightfall.
fine.
And we already know that the shadows attack the city in the night. And
Yeah.
so like the nighttime seems like a bad time.
Yeah, but we do want to try to eventually do help out these.
All right, if y'all want to be wimps, that's fine.
Like,
Oh.
Whoa.
I'm just kidding.
that's it. That's
Right.
it. We're going out. We're going out in the P-row into.
We're going gigging for mushrooms.
Gone down the bayou.
All right, and so we are heading to the temple.
All right. As you leave the tavern, there is a small girl. She's kind of petting on Zarina. She's like, "Is this your puppy?
Why, yes. Her name is Zorina.
Can puppy have chocolate?"
Sure, why not? Would have heard it.
The little girl she has a little like satchel bag size for her. She pulls out some little droplets wrapped up in tiny bits of cloth, and she gives Zarina a chocolate.
Okay, Zorina eats it.
She's like, "Do you want some chocolate too?"
Yes, please.
She gives you a whole handful.
Oh, thank you. Then,
Kitties can't have chocolate.
I wouldn't take it if you gave it to me.
That
Walks
seems
away.
mean.
Just walks away. I'm taking food from strange kids on the street. Look at how weird. I'm the weirdo. He's eating food from strange kids on the street.
Anybody want some more?
The rest of us are already just unwrapping the chocolate.
No.
It could be a halfling.
Absolutely not. I'm a half not gonna eat this, and I'm a half not gonna eat this. Right? You're a halfling.
we already know who is the strict parent of the party.
No. Don't trust that. Don't trust that. I ain't from around here. I don't know them. We ain't friends.
By the guys, we're gonna have to fucking do damage control on this one every time he talks, aren't we?
What did he say?
He has said that you have a nice name.
Going back across town, passing the Apothecary and starting to climb the hill. As you guys pass the Apothecary, going farther than you'd been before, there is a man outside, like on the back side, that you can kind of see as you're walking past along the road, chopping wood. He seems to be in his early 50s, and he's got wolf gray hair, and he just kind of stares at you guys with amber eyes as you pass.
Now, he's kind of creeping me out. I don't know what about him.
Oh, we're just about to get into this. There's been a folk horror here. This is gonna be fantastic.
Now, I'm the one that's not trusting.
He does not wave back.
I mean,
He just kind of
that was a little
throws
challenge.
those on the
Also,
That this is
apparently
a
he's an asshole that
creepy-
doesn't wave. Just gonna.
Hey, dude.
When people that you don't know don't wave back, that's normal. When someone you don't know gives you food on the street, it's not. So,
What can I say?
That
My
guy,
customs are weird.
that guy staring at a lizard man, a cat man, and
A fire woman.
fire woman, whatever that is. Yeah.
Whoa! Whoa! Whatever that is.
Phil
Whatever that is.
and Phil,
Outman's tail.
I'm good.
Raise the desk.
I'm gonna grab the dog.
lizard man, cat man,
Ow.
fire woman, and Phil, which is a better statement. We're gonna
Catman,
redact
fire woman,
my,
lizard man, and
Yeah.
Phil.
we're gonna redact
Do it.
my original statement of what it said. It was like Catman, Lizard Man, Fire Lady, and Phil.
Get out.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Why would he?
Dewey.
Come here, Dewey.
Dewey.
He said no.
No, okay. Dewey's in here with us now. That's how that is.
Yeah. But
What's that dog's name again?
Her name is
Currently holding
Zorina.
her back from biting your tail. Like that.
Her name is Zorina.
He was trying to bite the... Zorina was trying to bite the
Zorina, please no.
I didn't insult Serena.
Zorina just pants. Just paints.
All I'm saying is that we're the strangers in
I know
this
that
town.
he means. I know that you said pants, but for a second it was like paints. I was like, the dog just also said, and this is my fuck you little tree cat.
Anyway.
Zarina Ross. Okay.
So all I'm saying is that we're the strangers in this town. We're the ones that are weird looking to everybody else. Him not waving is normal to me.
I mean, that my parents said
He's not-
that they have always told me not to be rude to people and always be friendly.
I don't consider myself a lizard man. I consider him an ape man.
True. I'm down. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
I
These
mean,
weird mammals.
that I just take it that if that you
warm
want,
blood.
I
If you're
mean that
warm
if
blood.
that you just want to just take charge and then that you can just basically basically say that like, hey, what you watching for? But other than that,
Wolf. That was a wolf. Sorry, I missed
but
one.
anyway, it's just more so that then that there was I think that I think I had a student by the name of Calvin who spoke like that. Fuck Calvin, by the way.
That's a reference, and I don't get it.
Yeah, fuck Calvin.
Alright. Well,
I don't know who he is, but I'm down for the phrase.
I feel like you have to tell him to shut the fuck up.
Yes, I did.
past the Apothecary, the road starts doing switchbacks, and it definitely gets more rocky and steeper. But it still seems pretty well traveled, if not recently. There's not a lot of tracks of visible right now. But as you guys get closer and closer to the to the mountains proper, you can start to see, overhead, over the switchbacks on a bit of a ledge, is a very, very large building. Doesn't have any ornamentation on the outside. It is just a very, very large presence, a monolithic presence on this mountainside. And eventually cresting the last rise before the prominence that it sits on, you're essentially presented with similar to this, a long building, one story, but it's a tall story. There's no windows visible, and only one. The door is actually going to be more kind of toward the side here, and standing or sitting at the doorway with like a little, almost a card table at his elbow, is a very old winged Zraelin man. His hair is gray, his beard is like waistband length and gray, and his wings are his wings look like maybe they were sandy colored at one point, but that color is now very faded to this weird dusty gray color. And as you get closer, his eyes have so much cataract over them that there's no telling what color they were originally. He is essentially, for all intents and purposes, he is blind. Okay. And but there's enough gravel and scree that he can hear you guys approaching. He says, "Oh, good afternoon."
It is just good
Afternoon, grandfather.
Welcome to the temple at Stonecar. How may I help you this evening?
Well, yes. Then I just wanted to know just a little bit more information about this place, if you will.
Stonecar?
About just like Drell as a whole.
Oh well, you've come to one of the right places. I myself was a historian when I was younger.
Oh, really? Fascinating.
Orion is my name. Orion Newmantal.
Orion.
Old Newman, got it.
Not quite.
Newmantal. Oh, so then I just noticed that those cards are in front of you. What is that exactly?
He doesn't have
Oh,
cards.
okay.
It's just like the idea of a card table.
Oh,
there.
gotcha. Okay.
He does have like a small a small leather cloth laid over the table with a few coins on it. The coins don't appear to be currency, though. They just seem to be like small discs.
Small disc. Small disc.
The history, then. What era are you looking for, then?
Honestly, I was more so looking for basically all of it, but I know that my companions, and that we don't have the time to basically get towards just everything, so I guess just shortened snippets would be fine.
Well, we can certainly begin with where it all begins, with the gods, if that would be acceptable.
That'd be acceptable, sure.
Right. I'm not gonna do the voice the entire time.
Right.
So we're gonna go through a short and sweet pantheon history.
Worried about meeting new gods.
I don't want to do any more of that now.
Short and sweet pantheon history of Israel as given by Brother Orion. It started with Mother Zhonya. She is essentially the life goddess, and it's said that she is the idea of the light of the stars, but the light of the stars as it touches Earth. She created the nest. This is something that Brother Orion repeats often, that Israel is considered the nest. That Mother Zhonya created it in the sky, and basically created life within the nest, until everything that she'd created needed more space, and so she upended the nest among the stars, and so it became an inverted bowl, essentially. And so the concept basically being that she'd created different life forms, both animal and plant, on her own by herself, before her consort gained consciousness. And her consort is Kairos. He is the void between the stars. They together had a clutch of 6 eggs, which hatched into the remaining 6 gods. They are Phinos, who is the fire of the stars, essentially the god of the sun. Loifa, who is, she's more difficult to describe. Orion seems to struggle a little bit trying to get it across, but she is a goddess of the stories that life tells. She is apparently the patron of the Quranan singers, who are a nomadic group in Israel. And then we have Thuelos, who is essentially troubled with nightmares from the moment he hatches. He becomes the god of the seas and storms. Gynos is the god that Brother Orion and the rest of the scholars pay homage to. He is a god of knowledge. His entire purpose is to determine how to help his brother with his nightmares. And so he's very much a science and hard facts type of god, whereas Loifa is more of the stories that people tell. And then we have Pina and Mina, who are all but twins. Pina is the goddess of the tinkerers, who make up Pina's cavern town in the center of Israel, and Mina is essentially a dark goddess. Consider her the anti-Phinos. She is responsible for the Sword of the Nest, which is a shadow guild of mercenaries who essentially work for whoever can't defend themselves. these 6 children were doing their thing, and eventually Kairos grew frustrated that it seemed no matter what he and Zhonya tried, they could not have any more children. Kairos, in a fit of temper, actually destroyed some of the original life, the original creatures and plants that Zhonya had created. And in retaliation, his children rose up against him, and Phinos leading the charge, they bound him beneath the nest. And so Brother Orion does make mention that this temple is one of only a few that actually have an altar to Kairos as reminder and warning of his betrayal.
So I'm also gonna pull out the ruby with the effects. I wanna communicate if he knows anything about its properties. Just curious.
So he's blind.
Sorry about that. That my companion here, that he is requesting for you to basically, and then that you're gonna hand it to me so I can hand it to him. That you can hand it to him, Tal'gor, if you wish. That he's blind. He can't see.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I'm going to communicate still, yeah. I'm going to hand it to him.
Okay.
How about you describe what it does?
Oh,
like
that...
in fire.
That basically, that basically, according to my research, that gem has just basically a unique affinity to fire.
Oh, yes. Pina, these are things that her people really like. They're found often in the rivers. They come from the earth. There used to be, there was quite an export to other lands, but we've kind of ceased that in the recent decades.
How come?
The Jaziri clan has decreed that it's a national resource that should not be squandered pettily.
That is very fascinating.
I'll kind of hold it back out blindly in your direction. But yes, there's quite a few of them. Some of them can be attuned to different elements. I was never that inclined to the arcane. I don't know much about it beyond the fact that they exist.
I mean, that from what that, and then that's just only only a few that we have found just along the way, but that we do. Thank you for your information, Brother Orion. Oh yes, and then one more thing about the shadow attacks. That I know that you have been hearing about those, right?
Yes, it's quite devastated the town. I'm afraid I'm not much good with that. I bunker down in the storm house overnights. In fact, Lena ought to be sending my escort up in the next little while. Make sure I get back safely.
Okay then. Do you mind if we explore the temple a little bit?
Absolutely not. He kind of gestures at the little discs. He's like, make sure to give offering to Zhonya at her fountain, and just if you have any more questions, I'll be here.
Okay, well, thank you for that. And she's just gonna just walk off, kind of like disappointedly.
Disappointed.
Once we get just far enough from the priest, alright, I gotta ask, does anyone else feel like that whole creation myth just sounds like one bad family reunion and fight?
No, it's about right.
Like, I feel like the gods that they worship made this everybody's problem, when maybe they should have just fucking kept it to themselves.
I mean, that you are not wrong. But I mean, then I did want to try to go explore a little bit, but go on, Arten.
I'm pretty sure that's what all the gods have done. least every god that I've met, has pretty intently made their problems the people's problems. The wars were fought on the gods' behalf, and so on and so forth. So,
The only couple of guys I haven't met were on my parents' boat, and they came with us and they left. They paid. Suppose I was going to get a little brother out of it, but I don't know if that guy Zeus actually followed through.
oh no, he has good follow through.
Oh, dear me.
Then I just need to go in and just put all of this back up in my notes and stuff, because that was rather exciting information to learn.
I'm gonna go look at. You said there was a shrine to each one of the.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
going to be observing all that.
The layout of the temple is important. I can just describe it, or I could actually put it on a map for you. Which do you want?
I can go describe.
Describe.
Okay. So, the temple door is essentially a large arch doorway. There's actually no doors on it. It's just an open archway. But directly across the temple, as you enter the door, there is a bowl of fire on a pedestal, backed by a mirror. The bowl itself is a very burnished brass, very, very, very red, even without the fire. And the mirror is also very much in the flame aesthetic. Directly to your left as you come in is a cairn of stones with a single cup of water on top. Just a small, like a very small goblet, almost a shot glass. In the very center of the temple, and it's like a long rectangular temple, so like smack in the center, is a 3-tiered fountain. And on the topmost tier, there is a small juniper tree actually growing in the top of the fountain. To your right is a like a Rube Goldberg fountain, or like a bamboo trickle fountain. There's little bells and things that tingle and all that good jazz. In the far right corner is a single lectern with an open book and a quill. The entire back short wall is an open window, which wasn't visible from the approach, and it's filled with wind chimes. And then kind of between the fountain and the window, in this far left corner is a niche carved into the wall, and there are 3 swords suspended, like mounted on the wall within the niche, downward facing. One is gold, hilt to tip, one is steel, and one is chrome. And the last altar shrine situation is essentially it's against the wall directly across from the fountain, the back wall. It is a wrought iron fence around a 6-foot pit.
I'm good over here. You can go worship if you want.
I'm not worshipping anything. Just taking note.
Just gonna put a hand on the lantern. I'm assuming I need to fucking talk to any one of these ones, right? Please tell me I don't have to talk to any of these ones too.
You might not to.
Not to or up to? Alright, good. Now going in there then.
I'm gonna take my ruby to the flame.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold it over it.
Alright, as you hold it over the flame, the flames kind of reach up. It is very hot, obviously.
I'll try to hold it as long as I can.
Go ahead and make a...
Tal'gor, what are you doing?
give me Arcana.
An Arcana check?
Mm-hmm.
Let me have some fun.
That would be
I know.
Fire's hot. What did you say was before the swords?
The entire back wall is a window, like an open window space filled with wind chimes. Like all kinds of wind chimes just hanging in this open space.
15.
Okay. It is hot, but there's something that seems to there is almost a current that seems to be channeling a lot of that heat away from your skin and into the gem. It's almost like it's magnetizing and grabbing that heat before it can hurt you. And as you are holding it here and getting ready to pull away, the mirror kind of shimmers, and you catch just a glimpse of a figure in it that isn't anyone with you. An extremely tall person wearing robes of reds and golds, with wings that appear to be bat wings on the upper edge, but the leather fades to feathers as it goes toward the edges.
I'm down with that.
But it's just the barest flicker and gone. Yeah.
Pity you can't tell us.
It's a pity, isn't it?
I know.
Yeah.
That's really cool stuff that my character doesn't get to learn.
maybe. I could talk all along. I was just thinking.
You could. You could just be messing with us.
I mean, that...
I don't know, Jack.
Oh, what the fuck was that? Tal'gor, you can speak?
We'll just get you a circle of telepathy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that...
It's going to be this exact moment after that. It's like,
So, since that I basically got the religion breakdown, I want to see if I can feel any kind of magical energies present around.
Arcana.
Alright. That is going to be a 19.
Alright, as you're walking around the temple.
Taking notes.
As you're doing this, you feel there's a pulse from where Tal'gor is at Finest Mirror.
Mm-hmm.
And it's there and gone so quickly, but almost in a chain reaction effect.
Mm-hmm.
A breeze gusts and the wind chimes all clatter rather amusically. The swords
Mm-hmm.
almost seem to rattle as well, even though there's no way that the wind could have reached them. And for whatever reason, the sounds of the two fountains
Mm-hmm.
kind of, it's almost like there's a moment of silence, even though there should still be trickling water, before it kind of peters back in.
That is...
Did
rather
I notice that
interesting.
as well? Or I need to roll for that one? Because that... I meant... As
You
I
would
was
have
walking around...
gotten the wind chimes
Okay.
and the
Swords?
sword, not the fountain fade.
Okay, that's fair. But... Definitely a...
How about...
Where'd that wind come from?
Yeah, that's rather odd.
Like, did we just catch a draft through the window into the...
Phil has just turned and already walked. He's like, nope, not getting any more trouble today. No.
Did y'all do anything? Did you touch something?
I farted.
I am going...
You touched... What did you do?
I'm gonna.
What did
I
you
am
do?
going-
I'm gonna bring him over to the flame.
Yeah.
And put my ruby in his hand.
It is extremely hot.
Okay. Put it on the ground. It's like, that's not a joke, Tal'gor.
I'm gonna like.
It wasn't burning you though.
Oh, okay.
Why'd you just give me the hot rock?
Dude, I'm gonna pick up the hot rock and put it over the flame and just stare at him like this.
Okay. Is this
Weird flex.
Where's...
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep staring.
It's a lizard thing.
What
Is it because of the rock? Like what?
Tal'gor?
Oh, okay. Is it the rock doing this or you? The rock. Okay. How was the rock not burning you? Did it do anything else than not burn you?
I am
I'm
going
gonna write out a little
to...
quick description.
Okay.
Of the mirror.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do a quick draw.
So
How good's your performance?
performance.
Oh, okay.
No, it's gonna be stick figures. So.
That's a dirty 2.
Yeah, it's not performance. He probably doesn't have anything. So.
I don't know if you got any pluses on performance. But that's a straight 2.
Here, I'll draw it. Hold on.
Here.
You could draw a
Props.
figure via 2.
Hey,
If you would roll the 20, you might not be able to draw that.
Use my
2,
back,
yeah. And get this 2.
But yeah, then that you did not hear that the water just stopped just then?
The water stopped too?
Yes, that the water stopped, but it was still going.
I was over there looking at the pit. The water stopped and this stopped.
what are you doing? This is how you get touched by an angel.
You saw an angel?
That I think then that's very offensive to the Israeli.
Look what he saw he saw this in the mirror. He held the redstone in the fire. He saw that in the mirror. Okay, what stones do you have?
I have. It's gonna show up on camera.
Stones. I have the yellow and the onyx.
Oh, beautiful.
That's good.
That is good. I have the yellow and then the onyx.
You still have the onyx?
Yes.
No, I have the onyx.
No,
Yeah.
that you have the onyx.
I have the onyx.
I was like, didn't we give that back
That is
to the
my
owner?
onyx.
Oh yeah, then that's right.
Sure
That's
as
your
fuck
onyx.
didn't keep it.
Oh yeah, then that's right. Then that
I've got the onyx and
you
the,
have
and
the
gem
emerald.
diamond.
I only have the yellow one.
I technically have many emerald
So,
bits.
judging by based on what I know,
Spit my
she is going to take the yellow gem up to the open window
Okay.
and just hold it up.
There's still a little bit of a breeze, and the wind chimes are just like tinkling gently.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll me another Arcana.
Okay, another 19.
Okay. Some of the wind chimes are made of what look like ceramic shards.
Mm-hmm.
Others are made of seashell. There's only a few strands that are made of, or that have metal jinglers.
Mm-hmm.
But in those metal tubes, as they kind of turn and catch the light,
Mm-hmm.
you almost see lightning bolts against the metal, and you feel almost like a hum in the gem before it fades, and you're left with a sense of anticipation, but also waiting for something.
That is very stupendous. Miraculous.
I'm gonna walk away from him holding my dim diamond and my onyx. I was, look at the onyx like, he warned me about this one. And if anything, probably the guy that got stuck in the hole under the tree and is represented by a pit in the ground. I don't think I want to meet him. Back in the bag. This guy. Phil said I have no actual properties. But if I had to bet, I'm looking at around the area, I would say the stones in the cup seem more connected to this. So I walk over there and try to just look at the reflection of the water through the diamond and like anything. I don't know what to do. He just held it in the fire, so testing.
We're just winging it.
I know, we just winging stuff.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
I don't even know if I have that.
I didn't.
I didn't.
I did not. I did. I didn't.
No, I did not. I got a +1 to whatever this. I got a 10. I got a 10.
You're after trying everything, looking at the water, kind of tapping it on the stones a little bit. You're left with the impression that it might just be a regular ass diamond.
Damn! I just got a regular ass diamond here.
Oh, drat.
Gosh darn it. It's like, huh.
Fiddlesticks.
How big is the ruby I have?
They're
substantial.
I have a prop.
Oh no.
Hewitt saw the prop earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put the diamond back in my bag.
Spence has seen the prop.
Be tempted to push the cup off the thing because cat. Not do it because not all cat. And then.
Oh. Okay. So he could get it made into like a.
Yeah. I could be blinging.
Behold the boulder.
That looks like a self-defense weapon.
I think that is enough
I do
research for today.
1d20 worth of damage.
I am gonna walk over to the pit.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over to the pit.
Oh, good.
Rethinking all this. Stare down into it and never been afraid of gods before. I'm gonna pull out the onyx.
As you are, you're standing outside the fence, I assume.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
fence
I'm not.
You didn't hop the
I
fence,
didn't-
go down in the hole.
I didn't hop the fence and get in the hole. I'm not.
I mean, if you fits, you sits.
True, but I'm not desecrating a shrine in No, I'm not just.
What if
gonna
that's
up and
actually a
do it.
form of worship to go in the hole?
I'm also not worshiping a god at all. Just no.
You go in the hole just a little bit.
You can go pushing.
He's
No,
not
even in the building.
No,
Oh, that's right.
Phil's at the front door. The old man's staring at me. Make him stop.
He's not staring at you.
Can't see a thing.
Just like looking directly at. Why are you looking over this direction?
Alright,
Because
so.
I can hear that's where you are. Alright. As you are kind of, I'm assuming you're kind of like holding it
Yeah.
over the pit though.
Yeah,
Um,
this is the pit. Just.
so you're holding it over the pit, and you know, of course you're going to be looking down into the pit, and it's daylight outside. Should have mentioned this before. There's no roof to the temple.
Okay.
Okay, so it's daylight, and you can see the bottom of the pit.
Yeah.
As you're holding the onyx over it and looking down, where the dirt walls meet the dirt floor, there are little bits of shadow that seem to move. And it's not due to any cloud passing overhead or anything like that. But they don't move very much, and you get the feeling that they can't.
You're trapped down there, aren't you? Put the stone away. Let's go. I'm done with this.
Okay then. Then she's just feverishly researching.
So before we go, I'm gonna walk back over to it's Kairos, right?
Finos.
Finos,
Which one?
the brazen.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. The one where my stone reacted.
Finos, fire. Yes.
Finos. I'll put Kairos. I'll fix it. And my notes. I'm gonna drop just 4 gold coins in the bowl and walk away.
They clatter,
Mm-hmm.
and nothing else happens.
I am going to do the same. Just at the altar, just drop 3 gold
Which altar?
to the wind chime altar.
Okay. So they kind of land and scatter on the. It's almost like a threshold rather than a windowsill. It's like you could literally step over it. But yeah, they kind of clatter and scatter a little bit across the threshold. Anything else?
No.
I have learned everything I need.
Should I say a prayer just to kind of feel a connection?
Sure.
Okay, what do I need to do? I'm just gonna reach out.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. You're not actually going to verbalize anything even internally.
I will internally just say, if
so-
this is something, this means something. Give me a sign. Because
Okay.
I've been looking for a direction. Because I had the stereotypical adventurer story. Everybody you know dies.
Okay.
I think your man's caught religion.
I mean that.
What?
I guess that he is trying to get a brand new
there's no
purpose.
role
in
for
life.
that.
Okay.
He's trying to get a new purpose after
When we get
all.
back-
I did bring him back from the dead.
When we get back to town, you should probably get him checked out with a doctor so we don't catch it ourselves. I hear it's contagious.
I mean that. I don't know that I'm just a book studious person, so I need to go
There's a god for that.
self-shop.
Hold on, which one was it? There was the book studios
That's
one.
Kairos, actually.
Mm-hmm. You go get your own. I'm saying all this as walking out.
As walking out, but you were kind of hanging behind a little
What's
bit.
up, Phil?
I've been waiting. What's up?
My man.
You,
Phil.
okay,
Stuff happened. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
you don't hear anything, but you definitely feel a presence. And you get the sense that this isn't the right spot, that you need to go west.
Okay.
Go west, young man. But yeah, west will hold the answers you seek.
Okay.
Is kind of the impression.
I'm going to relate that to.
Alright.
Zora.
Oh, that you need to go west?
I don't know what for, but it tells me to go west.
Huh.
I have
Okay.
a feeling we didn't get these by accident.
That is strange and
Yeah,
peculiar.
you know, I'm just saying.
We got these because I haggled with the people who were only going to pay us 25 gold, and then they gave us gems.
You know,
That's why we got these. They weren't by accident.
And bags
You're
of
welcome.
holding.
is my Brock still hot?
I mean,
No.
then that.
I don't
that
know,
mine.
so you could.
I mean, that mine
Yeah, I'm
is
just
basically.
Ah!
That mine is, or else that I just basically just like hold up my gem up to Arten, static electricity starts to happen on the main.
Just a little bit, not much. Just a little bit. Oh.
Parlor tricks.
Harlotry. I mean, then that just
When
what
he decides to
explain.
touch, when he decides to fucking touch it, it's gonna be fucking hilarious.
No.
I mean that we had a wonderful field trip. I think that we need to go and eat and rest.
Yeah, some good dinner in our stomachs, and all I do is good.
As you guys are heading back down the mountain, you do pass a like a young tween-age boy heading up the hill. He's like, "Brother Orion's still up there, right?"
Yes.
Okay, good. And kind of dashes
Hey.
past.
Lad,
Skids to a stop.
what exactly you need him for?
Oh, I'm taking him back to the storm house.
Probably
Yeah.
the escort.
Oh, all
Yeah,
right.
that's probably the escort.
He can't walk down this mountain by himself. Runs away again.
He could, just not well.
He'd get down faster without him.
Are you trying to kick Brother Orion off a mountain?
No,
Oh my
making
God.
a bad joke.
Wow. My NPCs are so hated.
No, I've just been informed don't talk to gods. And this guy represents a god. I have a very angry lantern.
You got issues you need to resolve.
Like, sitting there like, need to get back to the inn. Start working with the wire. Braid it. Wrap it around that one section. Braise it.
Alright, shall we go ahead and take a quick intermission?
We
And
can.
then we'll figure out how much longer we're going to go.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
lies. What do you mean by lies?
Alright.
Dark chocolate,
We're
granola.
back.
We're back. Oh wait,
Oh
wrong
god,
voice.
we are. Alright, we back. We back. I ran out of intermission time, but we back. Alright. So, we'll just kind of speed run. Y'all are back in the Talon's Tavern Inn. We'll push ahead, the last little bit. Dinner is served. It's not a lot.
There's a whole lot of potatoes.
There are potatoes and rutabagas are quite prominent, but most of everything is a soup. There is soup and there is brown bread.
I am good with this.
I'll take the bread and I'll dip it in my soup.
Well, then this is still better than that. I think we have food at the academy.
Well, they said that they weren't farmers. I mean, come on. We just brought them the first food in like months, right?
This is probably the food we brought.
Bro. I'm glad we delivered.
What meat there is very gamey. Probably a venison mixed with rabbit.
Just passes over just at the venison to Arten.
Thanks. You want some? Split.
As you guys are enjoying your dinner, the little girl that you had seen petting on, she'd come by with chocolate earlier. She comes around again, introduces herself as Marley. She's actually the barkeep's daughter, Lori's daughter.
Oh, excuse me. I do apologize.
But she basically comes around with her little, she's about 7 or 8, and she's got a little tray size to fit her, and she comes around with like drink refills and extra bread and stuff like that. She's like, can I get you anything else?
Just some more water, that's all.
Kind of braces the tray and pours you some more water. How's the soup?
It's good.
Soup is very delicious.
So you'll take soup from strangers, but not chocolate.
Oh,
Still the same.
spicy.
I'm not a stranger. I'm a worker, and walks away.
Oh god, they're conditioning them early.
Cheeky little girl.
Family business, guys. Right. As you guys have been kind of
like this tavern.
getting settled here, more of the folks who are staying in the Talon's Tavern Inn have kind of come out for dinner. A few of the like town guard and soldiers and everybody who've got the time have come up to the tavern for a bite. Most everybody seems pretty hard worn. There's a lot of people that look like they're on short rations and short sleep. Overall, the atmosphere is a little dejected. A little dejected, but not terribly so, because at least there's the caravan made it through.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's definitely a somber mood. You have discussion time if needed. You have whatever you need.
2 questions. Give or take, how many people are here? Like 30, 40, 80?
We'll go rough 45.
45? Is there alcohol at this place?
Yeah, we've got some mead and a little bit of beer, ale, but not a lot of good stuff.
But stuff.
It's roadside tavern food.
But stuff.
Yes, there's stuff. Yes.
There's PBR, there's Natty Light.
That there's still reserve.
Oh,
Lori.
Yeah. Had to find the voice.
I don't drink anymore, but I know that brand.
You think it might lighten the mood if I bought everybody a drink?
It would definitely not my mood.
Let's go ahead and do that then.
Drinks! The whole everybody just kind of starts swarming. But yeah, it's a little more jovial now. She'll slip you in a tab later for actually just about 12 gold.
That's fair. I knew it was going to be something. I just wanted.
Yeah.
It was too something. No. I don't like it. I don't like the mood. No, we don't have a bard to play music or something, so I'm gonna do what I can do. And the fighter can bite.
I have no proficiencies in that.
All right, so to entertain everybody, I'm gonna paint a picture.
More stick figures?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Performance.
11.
All right, so you are skilled in cave painting style.
Oh, Tal'gor,
You
then
can
you're
do
painting.
silhouettes.
I'm going to do the mythology of my people.
Nice. What are you painting it on?
I'm going to flip a table over. No, I'm just going to go to the wall.
Okay.
And get like the venison grease. I guess.
The girl Marley comes over after a while and she just kind of stands there watching you.
And then I'm going to draw Marley battling a dragon.
Mama's gonna make you have to wash that.
Prestidigitation.
It's all gone now.
I punch him in the stomach.
Hey.
Oh, Tal'gor, then no need of hurting friends. I mean, I had enjoyed it.
He did kind of deserve that. I mean, Tal'gor was working hard, and you just in the middle of the dragon fight. I mean, come on.
The little one was
Marley
complaining
slips you some
about.
more chocolate to make up for it.
So then you've been awfully
Well,
quiet.
Are
He's
you
complaining
okay?
about. Wind was knocked out of me. Put your hands above your head when it happens. Fuck. Anyway, little one was complaining about the grease.
No, I said Mom would complain about the grease.
Fucking Miss Hard.
Yeah, you did.
You seem stressed.
You seem worried.
I seem slightly dented.
Those long ears don't help you hear very well, do they?
Oh.
No, but that's because gym dust.
That's gross.
Yes, a bit. Yes.
I'm going to lick the dust off the... I'm just kidding.
I mean
That's gonna hurt going through.
that you know that was it her father or just the dad that was an elf? Well, then that you know that Mom was an elf.
Your mother?
Yes, my mom was an elf.
Good on her.
Yeah, and then that during her adventuring days that she had, well, you know about Genasi, then that...
She laid with the Genasi.
Yes. Mm-hmm. A Ifrit. Yeah, Ifriti.
That sounds a little hot, but
Apparently that it was hot and spicy.
Whee!
He's having this whole conversation in front of the child.
I'm just gonna be like...
in front of the child.
Did you miss the part earlier where I said Zeus was on my parents' boat? My childhood was ruined.
But I do need to go in there and condense my notes. So, and plus I do need to get rather sleep.
I'm sorry that he ruined the show.
That's alright. He was probably upset that it wasn't shadow puppets because he's got a lantern.
It's fair. That's fair. I like you more than...
She's gonna kind of bop over to you and lean in like really too close and whisper in your ear. If you open the window, I'll make sure the dog knows where to get into you.
Snakes.
Okay.
Snakes. Go on. Do it. That's what kids do.
That's gross.
That is what kids do.
That's what kids do. They get real close in there. They cough.
And I'm going to pull out some chocolate and offer it.
No, cats can't have chocolate.
Wow.
So what is that the rooming
Dogs can have
situation?
chocolate, cats can't have chocolate.
So what is the
I think you
rooming
know that
situation
reverse.
tonight?
I'm pretty sure
You also don't speak.
Yeah, that's right.
So I guess
Down
that...
room with whoever. This is fine.
Just that awkward, like, smile is just like, I guess that just as long as I can study on the bed, I guess. While you do warrior things.
Is that code for something?
As that you
I don't know.
I don't
Warrior
know.
things equals sleep. It just...
You know, like
Yeah,
don't
I'm
y'all
gonna
do
be
like
honest, he needs to get
that
a little
do
sleep
that you know
soon,
that don't
'cause
y'all
he's
do
getting
like
just a little bit tatty.
calisthenics in the morning? Don't you do calisthenics?
Calisthenics.
Here we go.
No. No. We don't do calisthenics.
No, like I said earlier, they do Pilates.
Pilates and kitten dog.
So Yo Gato. You opened the door for this.
Would it just be Zoomies instead of Zumba?
Yes.
Just middle of the night, Arten's gonna get up and just run all over the inn and get back to the room.
Just running.
Knock something over, the rest of
Parkour and catabatics.
Well, then I do want to try to do some researching in that. You know, I do want to try to remember, like, why did I just remember Zolfina's name? It must be I must be getting some of my memory back. But it's still going to take a while.
You do have that big book to read.
Yes. Well, big book to read, fill out, and draw things in.
Okay.
Hey, I am a professional professor at one point, I guess.
And I said okay.
We are going to have a great time together.
We already are. We already are.
Turning in.
Turning in.
I'm gonna light a little fire in a bowl. Just to...
In the common room or in your room?
in the room.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm hanging. I'm finishing my
I'm
food.
assuming I have like a little bowl out.
And then I'm gonna.
You know,
Sure.
just in the
Yeah.
if you want, when we make it to the room, Phil is going to lay out, because I'm assuming since it's a smaller room, there's probably not like a table in the room. Go just find a spot on the floor.
There's like you know how like a wash basin has like its own little cabinet. There's like a side shelf on that, so it's not like a full table or desk situation, but there's a space if you want it.
I'm going to need a little bit more space than what that's going to provide.
Floor.
So Phil's going to sit down on the ground and is going to light a little oil torch onto the side, and is going to snip part of the wire to dip in there, so start this off. I mean, I'm doubting it's okay. It might not get hot enough with what he's got here, but he's trying. What he's trying to do is melt it down enough, so because silver has a low melt point, that he has a small reservoir of solder, because he's going to start braiding and twining wire around a portion of the lantern. So if
there's a flame source.
Yeah, there's a flame source if you want to stick your rock there.
While they're doing alchemistry stuff in the room, and she's reading, I was staying in the common room, and I was going to offer to help. Was it Lori? Clean up and stuff, and wanted to talk to her as we were.
Okay. Yeah, she's basically. After everybody kind of started clearing out, her husband would have actually come in and taken Marley off to bed. Her husband's kind of the like in charge of the stables. His name is Dusty, and but yeah, so you met Dusty in passing, and after the common room's kind of cleared out, she would have handed you a rag and set you to the tables while she's working to clean up behind the bar.
So Lori, we've been hearing stories about all these shadows coming into the town at night.
Well, yeah, awful stuff.
They never get into any buildings, do they?
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
About how safe you think we are in here? So they've come in the building.
Yeah. It's been a few nights, but yeah. I mean, what else are we gonna do? We don't really have a way to stop them, so we just the guard patrols and we do what we gotta do when we gotta do it.
Well, that's fair, I guess. Just trying to figure out all of this stuff, and all those windows that were boarded up. They said it was because those families had died, but I didn't know they were just sleeping in our beds.
Yeah.
It brings a whole lot more to the situation. It's not just stay inside.
Yeah. To be fair, the ones that are boarded up because the families died, people think it's because because the ghosts. They think that they're going to come back as ghosts, and so they you know, it's a whole throwback to, you know, the eyes of the windows to the soul. So windows are, you know, ways that souls can pass. So.
Okay. I think I've heard that one before. About how long has this been going on?
It's been weeks. Yeah, it's not great.
Oh.
We you know, we got to trust that eventually the Karens and everybody will figure out a way to stop it. I mean, they're the military. What else are we gonna do?
That's fair. So how long you own this place?
Oh, about 20 years.
20 years.
Yeah.
You don't look that old.
Took it over from my mom.
Ah. It's family into family.
Yeah.
So I reckon old Molly's gonna take over when you are ready to retire and return in.
She wants to be an adventurer.
Well, she's got the scout for it, I tell you.
Yeah. I mean, who's to say Dusty and I won't have another kid to take it over, but you know. It will always be here if it, you know, provided the shadows don't wipe us out. Yeah. It'll be here if Molly wants it.
Always that silver lining.
Always that. There is that. Okay. Sorry, finish up cleaning. Well, I guess I'm gonna turn in. Is there anything else you need help with out here?
No. I mean, we've pretty much got it down to a science. It's just, you know,
I appreciate it.
routine.
Cool. Appreciate it. Well, alright.
Good night.
I basically, whenever that Shia went back up to the room, she like opened up the window, if it's a window.
Zarina jumped straight in.
Oh, there you go, little good girl. Good girl.
Ah, crap, forgot about the dog. Sleep in the room with the dog.
I can't remember. Now that we are going to be sleeping with Arten, so I'm going to need you to be on your best behavior. And then that just basically, okay, just ruffles her a bit and
I'm going to ask a question that we probably should have asked before we turned in. Did y'all want to sleep in watches?
Yeah, ask him.
Yeah.
I was going to say...
Yeah, ask your bunkmate. No.
That's a roomy question.
I'm really
Yeah.
asking, like, everybody. I mean...
Y'all could have established this
Yeah.
like at
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Yeah.
What do y'all want to do?
I mean,
If that's the case, in our room, Phil will take first watch while working on wire.
Yeah.
yeah.
I would suppose I'd take first watch. And then assuming that I wasn't going to be coming back to the room immediately and not knowing how long he'd be up.
Okay.
So yeah.
Cool.
So you had wanted to do something with the ruby.
I really just wanted to like start a little fire in a bowl that's obviously not going to burn the whole place down, and just set the ruby in it, and just let the fire go out on its own.
Okay. Nothing happens. Like it burns like a normal fire.
Okay.
But nothing happens.
Okay.
He didn't found himself a god. He thinks he knows how to worship it. He's gonna light that ruby on fire like all the time.
Yes, you're right.
I'm down for it. Like it's cool, but
Yeah.
Just also, I need to the room with you. The pyro's burning shit.
Well,
Not this night, but like if this keeps going on, eventually Phil's gonna be like,
he's not gonna like I mean, just a little fire, set it in there, watch it go out, then go to sleep. After he like polishes his armor and all that, all the basic stuff he knows to do.
Right. Anything else before first watches?
do I need to roll anything for the wire?
Yeah. Sleight of hand. Let's see how
Okay,
pretty it gets.
All right, dice. Fuck, that's, you know what? I'm burning in inspiration.
This is important to Phil.
No, that's 2 nat 1s on 2 different
Oh my
dice.
God.
Oh my god. Ugh.
You poor thing.
That's an 11. Better than a 1.
That's
better than a one.
better than a 1.
All right. The wire's a bit of a thicker gauge than you had maybe anticipated, and so it's a little tough. But you're making some headway. It's just you're not making headway very fast.
Just hands are starting to hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's get back into the room.
Mm-hmm.
You're there. Read the book.
Kind of nodding with just like Zofina is just kind of like on just at the lap. Oh, you're back.
So you found a way for her to get in.
Yes.
The window's still open.
We should probably shut these though, for the night.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Closes it.
Everything
Mage hand
immediately
closes it.
smells like dog.
Oh wait, I don't own the mage hand, so never mind.
Cat hand closes it.
So,
The cat's paw.
Zorina, oddly enough, smells like cypress.
Cypress.
Makes sense. You found her in the swamp,
Yeah, but
next to the trees.
Well, it's more of the, you know how like Mediterranean cypress
Yeah.
is more of like a gnarly old spruce kind of thing,
I
like that
it.
smell.
I want to just so I take it that just kind of like look just like inside of her that did I used to have you as a familiar, and just kind of like deeply looks into Zoena's eyes.
Yes, like you get the sense that yes, but for whatever reason there is still a communication gulf between the two of you.
What did you just say?
I used to have a familiar. I mean, I used to be able to summon up her, but I had lost that ability.
I know the phrase. I know what this means, but you mean to tell me that this weird dog thing that you found in the swamp and let follow you here to this town is actually your familiar?
Yes. Then that, as that, whenever that I basically had saved Tal'gor's life, that I think that I was a well-renowned time wizard, the first of its kind, and basically had a class of about 60 students, seminars, dinner with nobles and all of that. But whenever that I saved his life, I basically lost everything. A bit of my soul, in fact.
Including your dog.
Everything. I had to be rebuilt and get up. And it just comes back up in little trickles. And then I guess that this is somewhat of just a reformation journey, if you will, because that apparently that old me used to be, what is that the slang term that the kids use? Cocky and prude.
I think I would have liked the old you.
I don't think I would have liked the old me, because apparently that I had called that one kid Calvin a fuckwad twerp, apparently.
Nope, I definitely would have liked the old you. Not to say I don't like the current you, just...
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and did you write down what it was we made for your memory checks?
It was general arcana.
Was Arcana not history?
I mean, yeah, history sounded better.
Go ahead and roll another memory check.
Okay. That is going to be a 16.
Take that wooden box.
Real glad I made it that good.
You, as you're kind of, you're winding down, you're getting ready for bed.
Mm-hmm.
You feel it's almost like it's like a memory from when you're a really little kid, so it almost feels like a dream.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not sure if it's real or not, but you have this memory where you're seeing through the old you's eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And you had sent this dog, your familiar, away on an errand, a long way away, far enough that by the time it came back, you didn't remember who you were anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And you'd gone elsewhere. So that basically explains it's still fuzzy, and you don't know the details, but you know that that's basically what had happened.
Okay. Oh, that. I had sent you somewhere, but you smell of cypress. Was it something to do with the swamp? I don't know. I guess I'll just sleep on it.
But Zorina curls up basically on top of you after you lay down for bed. Puppy blanket. We love
Puppy blanket. Sleep.
Right.
She is asleep.
So, as for the two of you that are on watch, are you staying in your rooms or are you getting out at all?
Actually, that makes more sense to get out. I'm gonna walk back into the common room.
Did they have a common room?
Yeah, that's where we ate.
Right. Phil will have moved operations. They're still trying to.
There's a hearth there, like a fire.
Yeah.
We'll build a small fire in the hearth of the common room and. Hey, Phil.
Hey.
So, Lori says these shadow things been roaming the town for a few weeks, and they don't really mind the doors. They just come right in the buildings.
Not a surprise there, honestly.
The people who died in the houses and stuff, in their own beds, sleep.
Figured.
Windows were boarded up because the townsfolk are afraid of the ghost of the people.
Well, that's silly. Mostly because boarders aren't going to stop a ghost. Ghosts are just going to ghost through.
It has something to do with the windows of the eyes and the windows of the doors. And
Oh, no, I understand that one. Fun fact. There's several people out there that believe you have to put coins over the eyes. Or soul's going to escape and then haunt you.
Hi. They do that over at theirs a lot.
No, that one's to pay a ferryman. He's fucking expensive. He was competition with my parents.
Ah.
Phil's parents are psychopaths?
They just transport people.
Okay. Was like, I'm kind of digging that.
Yeah. So yeah, be on your guard because they might just come through the wall. I guess.
Right? I came down here. I figured it's the closest to the street, at least in this section. Also, fire. And also, does this kind of look like a shield to you?
Doesn't look like a shield.
Performance.
Like, I'm not gonna just say yes. He's been rolling this whole time.
I have trust issues. I'm going to go into as Topher, as Greyfire likes to say, I'm going to go into the tactical butthole.
Nope, not going there. Not going there. You put that right back where you found it.
It's not my night, everybody. This is a what check?
Performance.
And that's another 11.
Oh my god.
Maybe in an abstract way, it looks like a shield.
I have seen shields in many shapes. That's a new one.
Just go look at right, and just start trying to bend it. Which one of you is not going to betray me?
Oh my god.
You keep doing what you're doing here, Phil. I'm gonna walk the hall.
All right, when you get back, I'll switch out with you.
There.
So, the way the tavern's laid out is essentially there's a lot of smaller hallways with the rooms off of them, all off this one meandering warren of a hall, and essentially it just makes essentially an abstracted L shape. And the stables basically are in the off the far end of the L. So there's actually no back door out of the tavern. It's the front doors of the common room or nothing.
Okay.
bathhouse space is basically just the opposite from where it butts up against the stables. And so it's literally just small hallways with dorm rooms. Nothing else. But you can walk and some of the resident hallways have windows at the end, more for light than anything. Sometimes as you're passing one, you'll see like a guard patrolling the outside space, and so everything seems quiet. Every so often you'll hear like a baby crying from one of the rooms. Apparently has a family unit.
I'm going to pay particular attention to when we pass the windows, make sure I don't see anything out of them. And I don't trust the shadows to not walk through the walls because they're shadows, main thing.
Roll perception.
Perception.
Reception?
Is it perception? It's a 10. It's a 9 of the 10s. Had that one good.
Everything seems calm so far. There is nothing. 9 o'clock and all is well. There is nothing bad going on right now.
Cool.
And eventually you can make your way back to the common room every so often.
Mm-hmm.
Phil every so often while Arten's out. Maybe once every half an hour or so. One of the patrolling guards will actually poke their head in, kind of give you a nod, check to see if everything's okay, and kind of go back out again. Yep, that's basically it. Just literally checking in. But yeah, that's the first half of the night passes without issue.
Okay. Think it's about time to switch out.
All right. You mean for me to go down the hallway or us to wake them up?
You said the first half of the night closes something up. Yeah. I'm gonna wake them up. I mean, I'd like to sleep some too.
All right.
I'm not saying you have to pack up, but
No, I'm not leaving us out here.
I'm gonna. So walk back into the room. Shut the door.
As you go to poke, the dog is staring at you.
Hey, do you want to wake him?
Oh, okay.
It's time to switch. She wanted to wake you more than I could.
Okay. Just get
Blame
ready.
the familiar. Don't look at me.
Get ready. Pocket watch is just, out, book in one hand. Just alright, and open up the window for Zilphina to just go back down.
Yeah.
Close it.
So this is all one story. It's not a two-story situation. It's one story.
Alright.
We're in the motel or the Super Motel 6.
Yep.
Yeah.
That uses a different font but the same 6.
Yep.
Oh, that you mean like that, that the one that's supposed to be the Hampton Inn, but it
The
is.
Best Eastern.
Yeah.
I was going to say the worst Western, but yeah.
Right.
Worst spelled like the sausage. That's what they got.
Yeah, delicious.
Alright, and then she's going to be, and I take it that Tal'gor is going to be up too.
Yeah.
Just gonna.
Oh, hey Tal'gor.
Common room again.
Common room.
I'm going to complete this robe, curl up into a little ball on top of the bed, in the comfiest area.
Of course.
That's where I am.
All right.
Next.
Set the lantern on the little shelf. Touch it for a second. See if anything happens.
Oh.
Wait, no, I can't because I have not had a long rest since I took it in there. So no, I can't use that ability yet. Right. Okay. Player, remember that? Like, shit. Okay. Take the lantern back. Go get in the bed. Just literally is only wrapped up in the patchwork.
Oh, why you gotta do it like that?
That's how. It's like a bit.
Beautiful.
I said the last time someone came and knocked on Phil's door, Phil only had on the big jacket. It's a patchwork pajama cloak. Don't hate. It's snug.
I'm not hating.
All right.
There's flannel in some of these patches.
As you're drifting off though, as you're drifting off into trance. You do feel it's almost like a ghost of a touch, like she's petting your hair, except she's not.
You think as a jeweler I would actually be good at braiding fucking wire before...
Pretty much. Alright, so in the common room, same situation. And ever so often the guards, poke in for a check-in.
Okay, I'm gonna walk around the building and just kind of look around. Use all my senses.
Alright. Go ahead and roll perception for me.
Roll good.
Oh.
Nope.
Just a
We
second.
have not had that great of luck on the dice.
I might use my mullet.
You don't. I
No,
wouldn't
okay,
waste it on that.
Okay.
Don't waste
Don't
it
waste
on
it on that.
Because let me put it this way:
I got you.
no matter what you roll, it's gonna be the same answer. As you're kind of, you're going back and forth down the hall. Hour or two goes by. You're kind of getting in like a. What are my words?
There, you're right there. Are these your words? Would you like these?
No. What's the word for? It's not a rut. It's like a
Rhythm.
yeah, like a rhythm, but like a rhythm that lulls you into like a sense of
Oh, that's
chill.
like driver hypnosis, kind of like a
yeah,
hypnosis.
kind of that scenario. And so it takes a little bit. You're kind of in the back of the building, like between the back wall of the stables and like the bathhouse here. And there's not a window down this end, but you start to hear from what sounds like a good distance away, like battle noises. And so if you backtrack real quick to a hall that has a window at the end, you'll be able to see basically across like to the barracks that they're doing something out there. They're fighting something, but it's too dark and too distant to see exactly what.
I'm gonna whistle to get
Zhonya?
Zonya's attention.
Tal'gor? What's going on, Tal'gor?
I'm gonna be like, Lassie.
Alright, what do
You'll
I see?
do you have dark vision?
Yes, I have dark vision.
So it's still a ways away, so it's going to be still in like your dim perception. But quite a few of the guard are fighting a group of something, kind of way across the way in kind of the barracks space.
Okay, so then at my dim, it says that I would treat, it says that I will treat dim as bright, so...
Shadows and ghosts.
I am going to message Arten from Cantrip and be like, wakey wakey, shadows go bump in the night. You can reply to this message.
Just getting a good sleep.
Dad, you had just had a good cat nap.
Let's go. And I just sling the door open.
Yeah.
Not trying to be
No,
quiet at
Oh,
all.
wait, I'm gonna actually
Yeah.
just beat on the door, just pull him out of bed.
Time to go to work.
I'm assuming I'm strong enough.
You're
Phil doesn't weigh much.
It's just like, womp.
I
You
kind
have
of
full-
I bring Phil under my arm and I'm running.
Hold on. Grab the hammer and the lantern.
Okay.
Alright, I'm good.
And I'm gonna hold him up like light.
he's holding him.
I
He's
hear
holding
that.
Phil, and Phil's holding a lantern, and we're just like,
Alright. So,
Funny thing, I don't know the cantrip light, so the lantern's not lit. Just like...
the two of you, and therefore Phil, have left the building first. You're going to be running a little behind because you got to get your kit and stuff together, right?
No,
So
I had disrobed to sleep,
yeah.
and so I got up.
I don't
Phil's
know.
only got
Well-
the rope.
We'll have you behind a little bit.
I was basically naked. It's
That
Alright.
my bed. Now that she's out of it, it's my bed.
There are 2 beds in the room, I'm assuming.
that he just put
I
it
was
together.
assuming one bed in the
He
room,
just put 'em
and
together.
You thought that was a hot cot?
He's
Yeah.
a cat. He's
I was
gonna
assuming-
go for the most inconvenient space to lay.
I was assuming one bed in the room, and I was assuming when I woke her up, I'm getting in that same dang bed.
Because it's warm.
Oh,
If that
because it's warm. Oh, I just got it.
Probably.
Here's how we go to combat.
Fire genasi warm.
Why I'm inside. I'm coming out the door like, hi you guys.
as long as it's
Alright.
not like bunk beds.
So we're gonna have.
Super cool
room for activities.
There's basically gonna be 4 guard folk
Mm-hmm.
over here, facing down. Let's see.
But then that it's okay. Then just nightcap off. That the beret just comes on to the side.
Nightcap off, beret just pops out of the nightcap. Boom. Good.
Phil just the whole time.
That'll work.
Not even gonna try to walk if Tal'gor is carrying him.
I'm going to throw you into the combat.
Oh. Pokeball. Phil, I choose you. Phil, use Eldritch Blast.
Sacred flame.
I wish I knew Sacred Flame.
I don't. Wait a minute. I don't have enough XP to use Phil.
Now, as you guys,
Phil's not listening.
as you guys are,
Oh, wait, no, that was on purpose. Never mind.
all right. You're getting out here. You're getting within line of sight. You're figuring things out. These 4 guard folk, and now that you're out here, you can actually hear there are other battles going on different places in the town.
Cool.
So
Cool.
this is one of a number.
Okay.
Right. And as you guys are running up on this and taking all of this in, you can see that there are at least 5 shadow ghosts, but there's also a mist that has threads of red. A cloud of dark mist with threads of red in it. That is also.
I'm going to throw Phil into
Phil's just gonna like tap your hand.
Arten,
You can.
we
I'm behind
need
y'all.
I'm going
I'm
to take
just
Phil
behind
and set him
you.
gently on the ground.
I'm coming, but I'm behind you.
You got the Sir Lancelot and Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
So, I'm going to need you guys to roll initiative, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll 1 initiative for my shadows, 1 initiative for the mist, and 1 initiative for my guards.
Okay, good thing I got a +7. Jesus.
+7.
Time Wizard.
Madness.
I get to add my int mod to my initiative.
Okay. So, what do we got here?
8.
Alright, so you'll have 8 when you get here. Alright.
Yeah,
I see.
Alright. There you
a
are.
faster 8.
Alright.
You're already there.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Phil.
Dirty 20.
Alright. And, Zhonya.
15.
Okay.
That's the
And
low
you have
one.
what again?
17.
Jesus, that's low. Alright,
Alright.
you need to go recharge.
Do me a favor. Go ahead and roll Zarina.
She got a 4.
Okay.
You eventually gonna pop the side off of that, and I'm gonna be.
No, I'm not.
Alright.
You should just like rotate it every time you come.
Have you pulled up the Blink Dog stats?
Blink Dog. From where is the Blink Dog?
It's regular monster manual.
I can do that right quick.
Because that'll be Zarina's stats.
Okay.
And she's not going to function exactly like a familiar. She can attack like a companion.
Okay.
She's somewhere across between a familiar and a companion.
Okay.
And if you would like, I don't have another dog mini.
Yeah.
So why don't we do this?
Yeah, that'll
We'll
work.
actually switch cat there and dog mini for her.
Okay.
Okay.
That's the bad thing. That's the good thing.
Okay, then I am going to...
Bad thing, bad thing, bad thing, bad thing, bad thing. Questionable, probably bad. Good.
Good.
No, the giant boulder is definitely bad.
Definitely bad. It's red on the inside. I don't like that.
Okay. So let me
You
go
can't
ahead
see it
and get
You're
her
putting on your drawers.
stats.
I'm not that far behind. I'm like a round and a half behind you.
Alright. Let me go ahead and get her stats.
Black dog. Black dog, black dog.
Gotta make sure I
Blink
spell her name
dog.
right.
Blink dog. Along the world,
Blink dog.
All right. Your missed opponent.
I'm not
Ooh.
gonna touch it.
Okay.
I'm not. I don't want to touch that. I'm gonna stab it. You can shoot it with fire.
So
I'm not
essentially,
gonna
that
touch it.
she
You should
had got
shoot it
a
with
7 to her AC because to her to her initiative because I rolled a 4.
And I'll get in front of you and rage. And just reckless attack everything.
I am backline just in case if that one
I
of
love
y'all,
having another.
if,
another
basically
just
if,
punchy
that-
punch
Right.
if that somebody does fail on like a critical attack or something, I can make y'all re-roll it. But I do have one of the I can even use it on the bad guy. So I'm thinking about saving it for the bad guy.
Intermission ran away from me.
So, I'm thinking about that whole speak with animals thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of animals, it's like take gorillas for example. Yeah, they have their grunts and their actual vocal thing, but they also have nonverbal
Mm-hmm.
hand motions and smiles and stuff and facial features that they can use to communicate. So, in my mind, like table full of DMs here, in my mind, can be used,
Mm-hmm.
but I need you to do. I just want to see you act it.
Oh,
I mean, I think that for me, I will allow it based on the fact of that animals, to me, then that they can always sense the way how we feel
Yeah,
and such. So then
it's
I would say that you can pick up probably like an attitude of them instead of basically that they can give you a general sense of what's going on versus actually like, hello, my name is John McClure the pig. How are you?
and also I wouldn't expect someone to if you're talking to a pig to say oink oink oink.
Right.
Which isn't more vocal cords as much as it is nasal. So I feel like there's things you should be able to quote unquote
sense.
verbally do.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
But we will get those vocal cords fixed eventually.
sure.
Maybe y'all just eat the ruby and see what happens.
That's probably not the best idea.
Probably a
That's
terrible idea.
not
But
the thing.
also because you keep wanting to light it on fire at night, you be setting your. Wait, you eat fire after that? You can eat the ruby then fire? Is that what you do?
That's what I want to do. See if I breathe fire.
Let's
Turn
get
into
it
a dragon.
done. Let's get it done. He's a dragon now, y'all. He breathes fire because he ate the ruby, then ate fire, and now he's a dragon.
Now I'm a dragon.
He was a lizard folk, now dragonborn. Deal with it.
Makes sense.
This dragonborn does have a tail. Take that. Take that, Wizards of the Coast.
All right. So, unless I'm mistaken, order of operations: Phil, Tal'gor, Zhonya, and then the guards will actually have to go before the Mist, Arten, the Shadows, and then Zorina the Dogo.
Mm-hmm.
These are not things.
And those are not things.
Okay.
That is correct. Sorry.
Not your fault. I'm just.
Yep. We are there. So, Phil, you have top of the round.
Let's go.
All right. So, big mist.
Yes.
It needs to give me a int save, as I'm gonna for the first time spend a spell slot.
Suck it, missed.
-1.
Okay, so it is going to take 3d6 psychic damage.
All right.
It cannot take a reaction until the end of its turn. And moreover, on its turn, it can only choose to move, action, or bonus action.
Alright.
So let me roll 3d6. 5, 10, 12 psychic damage.
Alright. You can see it kind of almost like shrink in upon itself, like contract, and then expand again to how it was before. And it seems like more of the red streaks are filtering through it.
I don't like that. So that was a bonus action Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
That is a nat 20.
Yeah.
Whee! Yes!
Kill the mist. We don't want to deal with you.
So that's 2d10 plus 4. And that is 17, 21 force damage, and it has to go 10 feet away from me towards that other... It's go 10 feet that way where it's not going to hit a people.
Okay. As it passes through, you can see it it melds space with the shadow as it moves by. And the shadow doesn't seem to take any effect from that. So it's just, it's there. But it's almost like...
Backing up. He's backing up.
Little do you know, there's a whole gang right here just waiting.
It's a whole other fight over there. Don't get closer to the one you're not paying attention to.
Phil's just going to move... let's see, 5, 10, 15... He's just going to move 20 feet away.
We can move that paper so you can see the spaces if need be.
Okay. So, 5, 10, 15, 20. He's just going to go there.
Okay.
Right.
I'm
Tal'gor?
going to go ahead and rage.
Alright.
Move 10 feet and recklessly attack this little shadow right here.
Alright.
Whose flight? According to this setup.
This is true.
So 21.
Yep.
That is 15 damage, max damage.
Ooh.
Okay. Alright. You cleave through the shadow, it splits and does the reforming thing, and it starts to turn toward you.
Okay.
Right. Anything else?
I mean, I did my bonus action to move.
Alright.
Sorry.
Zhonya.
Okay, then that she is going to basically move over towards that the same shadow that Tal'gor is basically facing, and then I needed to give me an int save. Nope, and then that.
Oh, I forgot something while I'm raging. I do 2 extra damage, so it was
Okay.
17.
And then that's going to be 3 psychic damage, and then it will be subtracting a d4 from the next saving throw before at the end of my next turn.
Okay, repeat that because I was mathing.
Okay, it is going to take 3 psychic damage, and then it has to subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw before the end of my next turn.
Okay, got it.
Because I use mine sliver.
Right. And
That is it.
end of turn. Okay, so the guards are basically all going to take swings at the ones that are closest to them, so we're just going to run this real quick. Nope. And nope. Wow, misses all. So we are then going to have the mist coming back to play.
So it can move, action, or bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, he'll get its reaction back though. Oh well.
I pulled it back to 10 feet it was supposed to go.
That hears or smells.
Over here. and call it good.
Is that a baddie?
Yes.
Good. Good to know. I was.
So,
Yeah.
good, 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 bad, 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 bad.
That was the other one I was questionable about because not the exact same color.
All right, and Arten, you're now out of the building.
Dogo.
Dogo's
behind me. Okay. I'm out of the building. Okay. This seems far away. I just want to run up and stab at the flyer guy. I think I have just 35. Yeah, I got enough to run up there.
Okay.
Take a slash.
Whee!
Yeah, that's what we're going for. Just a wee. Just gonna go with a wee. That's an 8. It's a whole 8. It's a whole 8 to go.
Nope. Nothing.
Be fair, it's dark outside.
Okay.
It is.
I know you're a cat, but
Yeah.
I am going to save it for one of the bad guys, mainly, just in case.
All right. Anything else?
I can also use it on allies too, but I'm trying to be careful. Because I only got one left.
You do what you gotta do, but I can take it around.
All right. Anything else? All right.
I'm not gonna try to work these things. It didn't work last time.
So the shadow that's going for Arten, or sorry, Tal'gor,
you
that's...
get advantage on that roll. The recklessly attacked.
Well, you didn't have to. They were flanked.
Oh. Okay.
But did you declare that you did?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he
So
rolled
does
you that.
what?
It gets advantage.
It gets advantage.
It gets advantage.
So I attack with advantage, but it also gets advantage when it attacks me.
Okay,
You're trying to
23.
Yeah, it definitely hits.
Yeah.
It's a 17 or a 19. Okay, so
Either one would have hit, so it didn't matter.
Hello, my babies. It's been so long.
And it half damage unless it's psychic.
Okay.
Just trying to make sure. Just tell me whenever they all get low, so I can.
So 10
Copy.
necro, half to 5, but it's got that strength drain effect, which is a full 4.
Ooh.
So your strength score reduces by 4.
Okay.
And that lasts until you finish a rest.
Yeah. How much damage was it? 5?
8. Yeah, 10
Now, is that
and then
4
half.
on the modifier or 4 on the total?
That's
4
the
total for the strength
Okay.
score.
Because if it was just the modifier, I'd be like, oh shit.
Yeah, the heal did that.
Strength score, but it does affect your mods as you go.
Yeah, I'm down to, you said 4, so he has 11.
Okay, and then I've got 4 other shadows. They're just going to attack whoever's closest. Fail. Crit.
We lost a guardsman, y'all.
Fail. Oh, wait, no, that's
Oh
crit.
no. Was it Brad?
And another fail.
It was creepy farmer guy.
So I got
Pepperidge
crit and
Farm
2 hits.
Pepperidge Farm.
Average farmer guy.
He remembers.
Suppose these should be.
Okay. Alright, so the critical hit got one of them.
No, that was the guy that was gonna help me out.
And we've almost got another one. He's not looking good.
Okay.
Okay. And that's going to bring us to Zarina.
Go, go.
Zarina is
Go,
going
go.
to, what is her limit? 40, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, then she's just going to run up here to this one and then take a bite at him.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Don't want to use that.
Now this is where it's going to get confusing because there's 2 invisible doggos.
But that's going to be a...
Jumping one's bad.
Mm-hmm.
Then that's going to be a 10 to hit.
No.
Alright. That is it for the doggo.
Okay. All right. Back at the top of the round, Phil.
How is Shadow in front of Tal'gor looking?
Not great.
That's like, you got hit a couple times.
dex save for that one, please.
Negative D4, 2.
Yeah, that ain't gonna be great. That's gonna be 8 total.
Alright,
Alright, that's good.
that is 2 radiant damage to it.
Okay.
Phil's testing something here.
Alright. Not dead, but you can definitely see that it's kind of flickering and fizzling.
Did it look like the radiant might have had more effect than...
It was pretty solid, yeah.
Okay. That was an action. I'm good.
Okay. Alright, Tal'gor.
I'm still raging. I'm going to recklessly attack it again. So that's 21.
That's gonna hit.
12.
Definitely damaged. Okay. Strike it. It kind of goes... explodes like confetti a little bit. It's great.
It's great. It's exactly what you want out of confetti.
Of course. All right, anything else?
I'm going to move right here.
Okay. Protect the spellcasters?
Yeah. Put myself between them and everything else and just in my turn there.
Zhonya?
Okay, that's going to see if I got line of sight on this one right there.
Yes.
And then I'm about to do a good old witch bolt.
Good old witch bolt.
That is a 16 plus something. That's a 16 plus 7. That's going to be a 23 to hit.
It's...
Okay, where is that good old D12? D12. But that's going to be 4. But that's going to be 4 lightning damage.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to just concentrate that energy.
Keep forgetting I can add 2 thunder.
What do you mean by
damage to all my
concentrate
attacks.
that energy?
Because that it is a concentration. Witch bolt
Okay.
is concentration.
Alright. As you throw the lightning at it, it hits, but it almost like it passes through without seeming to do much damage. Anything else?
That's it.
Alrighty. My guards again. So I've got 3 left, yeah? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Oh, wow. You guys are awful.
To be fair, there's 2 right here by this one shot I've got. Or he was here, so I guess I just turned him around.
That's fine. Only one of them hit, so.
Okay.
It's not great. It's not great. Move my correct dice here.
Lightning
Really not
doesn't
great.
do much.
Okay. This one manages to get a strike in here, but not a lot of damage going through. And that's going to bring us to my niece, which is my niece. My very, very... So is that effect still on the mist, or is it...
No, it lasts 1 turn.
Okay.
Or else that would be OP as fuck.
Yep. Getting close enough to basically start touching this guard. And lucky him makes a save. Okay. Yep, makes his save. So like you can see him kind of like there's a bit of panic there, but he's pushing through the fear. And that's gonna hold there. So Arten.
I'm gonna sidestep this way and flank that to try to get it. Dead coming. And try to get this thing, because apparently my dice can't go above 10 today, except for one time. The one time above 10. That's 14. Or I hit it before I got to see it. Alright, so 14. Does it hit?
Hits.
Yes. Suck it, dude. You're getting damaged. It's 9.
Alrighty.
And then I'm going to do bonus action, polearm.
Okay.
try to hit it with the back end of my...
Pummel pop. Pummel pop.
17 to hit.
Yep.
And it does a D4.
Mm-hmm.
So another one.
Okay. All right. A little bit of damage going through, and yep.
I am keeping him at a little bit of a distance because I can.
As you strike at these shadows, you can feel there's a give, like when you punch dough, and then pull your hand away real quick. You can almost feel that like tension effect. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I
Okay.
don't mean to like it.
Okay. And
They're trying to steal your stuff.
that's gonna bring us to with all shadows. So I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4 shadows.
Oh.
Take an opportunity! Do a tag an opportunity!
How do you get attack of opportunity?
Alright, move through all my stuffs.
I moved through your notebook?
No, just move through all the blocks. It was way over there, wasn't it?
I thought attack of opportunity is when it's running away.
No,
thought it
attack
was
of opportunity that whenever then that they move out of your attack range.
Yeah.
Out of. No,
Yeah.
Right.
got it, yeah. Cool.
Okay. Got a 22 coming at you from that one.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing on the other one.
Reaction. Reroll that 22, please.
Despicable. Okay, a 10.
Nope.
No. Okay. And then the one over here by the mist. No. No hits at all from the shadows. So, Zarina.
Okay. Zarina is going to try to bite again. And that is going to be a 16 plus 3 for
Yes.
a 19.
Yes.
Alright.
Get him, Zor.
And that's going to be max damage, so that's going to be 7 points of piercing.
Nice, nice, nice.
And then she just bites into like what appears to be a leg of this shadow, I guess.
Mm-hmm. You can see that there's there's bits of shadow, like mist, like leaking between her teeth. But it definitely seems like she's got a hold of something. You can also see her eyes start to glow orangey.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else?
That'll be it for Zarina.
Okay. Oh no, Phil. Phil.
Phil!
You heard a thump in the distance.
Don't.
Phil!
Alright, we still didn't really talk about how long tonight's session was going to run. We're probably going to wrap it up after this combat sequence.
Yeah,
Shooting for about 3 hours each time.
Okay. Because it is 9:04.
Yeah, I like to be in bed by 10 because I'm an old man.
Phil, your turn!
I'm sorry, my child was freaking out because they didn't finish Legos.
Oh no.
No excuse.
That's the excuse.
Yeah,
Alright, so what's the situation here?
We got shadows failing rolls, and we got a blink dog with teeth in one of them.
Alright, Phil is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Distance.
No. The bravery of an archer.
Shadow. Shadow. Shadow.
Alright.
Shadow.
Okay, so it's looking kind of rough over by Arten.
Mm-hmm.
How the two shadows around him look?
Not really much damage.
That one got hit by me. This one ain't got hit at all.
Yeah.
That one got bit by a dog.
This one's taken a little bit.
The strongest shadows are around me. Hi.
In the mist. Big
There's
mist.
the-
And big misty boy is way back there.
How is Arten looking?
I'm good.
Okay. In that case, going to...
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Okay, going to... Not liking that mist being right there next to all of them guards.
Yep.
Going to Eldritch Blast, hopefully. How's a 14 sound?
Hits.
Oh, okay. That is 8 force, and it's moved back 10 feet.
Okay.
Which one?
The mist.
Big one. Big.
Yeah, that one.
It'd be straight back because he's over here
Oh.
now.
Oh, I'm going up the angle still.
That's fine.
You were thinking me.
And I'm going to
Think
add
about it.
2 thunder damage
Okay.
because of my genie ability.
Mm-hmm.
Bring in the thunder. Good chicken.
No, Chick Hicks is not welcome in this house. That man, that car,
Do
is asshole.
Right.
It's a real tailpipe.
Anything else?
That's all I can do. I don't have
Alright.
another bonus action.
I'll
I can
go
throw
I'm
out.
gonna go in there and run in there roaring and just overhead swing at the shadow.
Yeah.
Recklessly.
Recklessly.
19.
Hits.
Alright, here we go. 2, 11.
Okay. Alright. Definitely does some damage. And that's your turn.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
it, yeah.
Right.
I'm sorry.
What does the reckless do again?
They gain advantage when they attack me.
Okay.
I get advantage attacking, but
They also gain.
yeah.
Got it. All right. Zhonya.
Still concentrating that witch bolt onto the shadow.
Okay.
So I'll just auto roll it again. Ooh, 11 points this time.
Okay.
Then just holding it on.
It's definitely looking rough. It's not quite going, but it's definitely looking rough.
Okay.
Okay. And then.
The guards.
Mm-hmm. So I've got 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you got 3.
3 of them.
Yeah, you got 3. So one guy's still looking rough. He's only standing because he's holding that sphere.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I got 2 hits, so.
Suck it,
Huzzah!
shadows.
Finally. Pulling their weight.
I'm saying.
Wow.
One on this guy and one on the one that dog bit.
Yep. This one's the one that's got the most damage already done to it, and this one. So we're gonna go ahead and eliminate that one. That's the thing is I'm counting pool
Okay.
usage here.
Oh,
so.
okay.
All right. Go ahead and drop that too. Okay, good enough. We got another one gone, and damage on the remaining 2, 3. 1, 2.
And you got big shadow.
All right. Which it's now the mist. So this is gonna be fun.
Boy.
This is gonna be fun. 1, 2. Yep. Okay. It's basically going to move straight through here,
Oh.
touching all 3 of these as it moves through, and thereby activating the effect.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Thankfully, they all passed their saves.
What? Y'all did it!
Every single one of them. I don't know how, but they did. Okay.
Y'all so.
All right.
Look
Arten.
Look at you.
Arten.
I'm gonna stab the thing I've been stabbing.
It's nearly gone.
Yeah, I'm just stabbing the thing I've been stabbing. We hope I get it. Still has the first roll was a 15.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know that'll get there. We got 8.
Definitely.
And
Definitely takes care of that one.
cool. Can I use my bonus action to walk the one behind me?
Yeah.
Cool. Sweet. Just gonna swing around and try to hit it with the back end of my thing. Look. Come around behind me. Nobody cool with that.
See if she gets behind. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
3.
All right.
Now, do you get to add your strength modifier to that, or just?
It just says a D4.
Because it's
just
more
D4
of like a
Right.
rebound.
Yeah.
Like a
It's
rebound
just a
getting
D4.
through. So.
This one was a whop, spin. It looked cool. It looked
It
cool.
did. It
Had my
looked
tail
extremely
swirling
cool.
and everything. It was like, ta-ka-ka.
Braids flying everywhere.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
great. All right. And then my shadows. So we're just gonna do the same-ish.
Okay. Feeling this is gonna hurt.
No.
No.
Failed strikes on both. So
Yeah, there are only 2 left.
Zarina, Dogo
then.
baby.
Dogo.
Okay, then.
Chomp, chomp.
Okay, so then she is going to basically go into flanking mode. a
Good
little bit.
enough.
And where's big brother, little brother? That's probably not going to hit. That's a 9.
Nope. Missed.
Missed, and then that is going to be her turn.
Okie dokie. That brings us back to top of the round. Phil,
I need it to give me a wisdom save.
which one?
The mist.
The mist.
Second mist.
Let's hope.
11.
Fails. It is. I just did insinuation, which means it is now incapacitated, and at the end of its turn, it'll take 1d12 psychic damage and can make another wisdom save at that point.
Woof.
So-
All right.
I'm now concentrating. That thing is incapacitated.
Okay.
Phil's just gonna be like, I'd wish you just laid down.
Can a mist lay down? We're gonna find out.
Does the mist just go a little bit? Wow, we just learned something today.
All right.
I gotta send a message to Mr. Fucking Wizard.
Anything else?
No, that's an action I
Tal'gor.
got.
I'm gonna stab the mist.
All right. Have at it. Give it a boo.
Now, if it's incapacitated, does that grant?
Nope. Incapacitated. Can't take actions or reactions. No other effect.
Okay.
Okay. It was like, I don't
Okay,
know.
I'm gonna recklessly attack the mist.
All right.
That's a 23.
Yes.
I said 2 don't count.
Me too.
Okay.
6 is 9.
Okay. You strike through it, and you kind of see the red streaks, kind of like, you know how arc lightning in a ball kind of touches where your fingers touch along the ball, like that on your axe as it moves through. It doesn't seem to do any damage to your axe, but it's definitely just like a naturally occurring thing.
Okay.
But it doesn't dissipate. It's still there.
I'm gonna jump back since it can't attack.
Okay.
Okay.
That way?
Yeah.
Protect
the
wizard.
spellcasters.
Protect the
Okay.
spellcasters.
Hank, thank you.
Thank you.
Fey touched feet.
Zhonya.
Okay, then that Zhonya is just going to kind of peek. She is just going to kind of peek behind Tal'gor, and then you just see her just hold out just her stopwatch. It's just like these arcane time sigils come. It's just like that this almost kind of golden silvery thing comes out to lash out, and I needed to make an int saving throw for Tasha's mind whip.
The mist.
Mm-hmm.
Intelligence. 7.
Nope. Nope. And then it's going to take 3d6 3d6 psychic.
You and I are going to end up having her throw all the smart bad guys at us.
And then that's going to be 8 points of psychic damage, and then that, moreover, on its next turn, it can
can't be
only
smart if you don't
get
have
to
a hit.
move, action, or use a bonus action. It only gets 1.
Yep. As you basically concentrate on imposing your will on this thing, it kind of starts to contract and contract and contract, and then it just kind of... You basically smothered it. It's gone.
It toots and goes away.
Okay.
It didn't have much left.
And I was hoping for that D12 to be allowed to roll.
Y'all ever step on one of those mushrooms and push out all the black stuff? That's what I imagine. Just kind of...
Puff shrooms. Yes, I will acquiesce to puff shrooms. Okay, good enough. Arten, you were turned around, so I don't think you saw that.
I did not. I think it's still behind me. I didn't see any of that.
Hair on the back of your neck is kind of standing up.
Nope. My hair on the back of my neck was standing up at the door. We are fighting shadows again and again. I am stabbing. Let's see. Be good. Just be good. I only get to roll once. Get 11, 12, 13.
No.
The magic number is 14. Bonus action for the 4.
Sure.
Bonus action for the 4. Yes. No, that's an 11. It's an 11.
It seems like it's starting to learn how you function, and it's kind of just misforming around.
It's making plans.
Yep, it's starting to think.
Only got one move right now.
All right.
Do you have an action?
Shadows. Damn. Nope. Nothing.
Yes. Nothing.
All right, Phil.
Wait, Doggo.
Doggo.
Oh yeah, sorry,
Doggo.
sorry, Zarina.
Alright, advantage on that guy because flanking. That is going to be a 14.
Yes.
Okay. That's going to be 6 points of piercing damage as she bites into him.
All right. She's got hold of it.
Alright.
Her eyes are glowing orange again. As she holds on as mist trickles between her teeth.
Right.
All right. That's pretty much it though. So Phil.
How's that one over by Arten that he's having some issues with looking?
I have issues. I missed it once.
It's neither of them are looking great. Both of these shadows look about half life.
Oh, fudge, that's not going to be great. That's a 13. That's a miss.
Yep.
Eldritch Blast goes wide.
Lucky for you.
I hear it and feel it pass my ear and just pass both of us. Like,
It's black. It's got some like aurora green in there. Just,
Wish that it hit.
sorry.
that better have been you, Phil. That damn mist was shooting a blast too. I'm just.
No, it wasn't me. Oh God, it's in the sky.
All right. Anything else, Phil?
Have a range, you better get it.
Tal'gor?
I got nothing else.
Yeah.
You move in right here.
Just squish.
Just swing.
Just shove them out of the way.
Yeah.
Move. Get out the way.
That's solid. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have like at least a +1?
Yeah, it's like +5.
Swing about
10.
All right.
Or
You'll take out that one.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a big swing in tight space, but somehow you pulled it off.
I just went, ah!
There's an uppercut.
Yeah, that's right.
Zarina kind of like scoots out of the way.
Don't hit the dog.
Oh.
All right. Zhonya.
Alright, and then that Zhonya is basically going to move a little bit up, and then that she's just going to just kind of just like toss a flame up into the air, and then just toss it at the shadow.
All right. Have it. All right. Take a swing.
Please hit it. Not me. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Don't hit
That is going to be a math is hard. 16.
Hits.
Didn't hit me.
4 points of fire damage.
All right. Not a lot, but great.
The shadow just caught fire for half a second, and I.
Yep. It petered out. All right. Anything else?
Fight needle.
That, let me see. I just moved up, and then that she is going to use the rest of her movement, and basically that as a bonus action, just give one of her potions of greater healing to one of the guards as a bonus action.
All right. Cool.
And that is her turn.
Excellent. All right. Do you want to go ahead and roll the dices for that?
Sure, why not?
Oh, wait, hold on. What level is it?
It's a greater.
So that's the 4.
Yeah.
There is actually a jiggly thing that was left to us by Nox. It's the one with the 4 dice in it.
Nox.
Knocks down.
Mish made them.
Alright, thank you.
Oh, that's super cool.
They don't open.
No, you just jiggle it.
Like boggle.
That is 1, 4, 2, 3.
You got all the dice.
So then that's going to be 5, 7, 10 points of healing back.
Nice.
Is that with the +4?
Oh wait, with the +4, 14.
14. That's really cool. That's a really cool thing that he.
I do like that.
I like that. I need to make those.
So that's it's a small one and a
Yeah.
greater one. Nice.
Mish she did a really good job.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okie dokie.
They get to punch it yet?
It's the guards.
Okay.
And then you. So they're gonna come up and try to do you some help here.
Yeah, do me some help here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Bailey just like surround the
Yeah.
thing, just start kicking.
Yep. Basically, let's get some damage here. But they're
It's
gonna.
just that scene from the 3rd season of JoJo outside the Italian restaurant where they all just start kicking the dude.
They did some damage, but they basically leave the kill shot to you.
Well,
Don't fuck it up.
but they also flanked it.
Even then,
So
you get the advantage.
yay.
I'm trying not to steal the kill from you, Arten. Come on.
Yay. I mean, yay.
Yeah.
Be more excited.
It's great.
Do it for the ratings. Do it for the vine.
Nope, not that one. Don't mention that. It's +5.
Yeah.
It's +5.
Yeah, match it. Go.
Yeah, it's +5.
Roll
There you
damage.
go.
Yeah. 11.
One shot kill. Good job. Good job, guys.
Slice it straight through it.
All right. So with all of that, one of the guards is down. But companions basically pick her up and they tally ho into one of the barracks buildings.
Oh, before she's out,
Right.
spare the dying.
Good enough. They'll kind of give you nods of thanks as they usher her off. And you are hearing more battles still going on in the town. And so we will pick up with our next session still kind of in the middle of this assault on the town.
Yay.
Side note before we step out, how are we looking? Did anyone take damage?
I
No.
did.
Well, you did.
5.
You took.
And I took 4 strength damage.
But I don't have like my thing, so then are we gonna be straight rolling?
It is what it is. I appreciate what you did. Rolling it back because I felt it coming.
That was like the one good hit.
I felt it coming. It was on there. I was like, oh, that's in it. We about to do things.
All right. So while we are closing down, we will have Into the Woods Ties That Bind
On Sunday.
On Sunday. I got a feeling we're going to have a party death caused by the party.
Mom and Dad are still arguing.
And so that'll be an experience. Then we'll have Holy Winds on Monday and Tears of Kairos again the next week. Spence, do you have any interviews lined up?
Not yet.
Okay, so that is our upcoming schedule. And so yeah. And Emily is not here. She's getting the child to bed. But if it says Team Bonus Action on it on Twitter or Facebook or YouTube, it's us. Especially if you notice the Hydra. And since Nox is not here...
Don't let your meatloaf. Good night, everybody.
I did it.
You did.
You did it.
We're so proud of you.